and the sun is up already. Like, what the hell? We're that old?
Oh my God.
Yep. That's us. Yeah.
But yeah, nice to see Trevor staying in his lane with the photos. I like that.
That was a really good interview, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch the Lair episode? Brad
And Michael.
Yep. Did you watch
Yes.
it?
I did not watch all of it, but I did watch parts of it.
That one was a fun one too.
Yes.
Because those guys just love Mythic Legions. They got super high energy. And
They're crazy.
they're crazy.
Super high.
I like it.
Super high. I heard that.
KJ Smith. We got a few other people here, but I just want to say thanks for joining us on the old YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. Do it for Cody. No, not Cody.
No, do it for Cody. Hashtag.
Do it for Cody.
Cody needs it. We need it too. We appreciate it. Like that button or do something with that. Just, I don't know. Just like
Just subscribe.
Jesus.
Just subscribe. When we get 1,000 subscribers, we are actually going to send out a gift. We'll do a little wheel thing. We'll send something out. But that also brings us to our special guest.
Yeah.
Is he coming?
The old man's in the house.
That's right.
We put his walker over in the corner with the tennis balls on the ends.
Says the guy who goes to sleep before the sun sets.
Yeah, that's how I maintain my youth. Maybe if you'd have slept a little more, you wouldn't be so fucking old.
Okay.
All those other shows were so cool. They got Corn Boy. We got
the OMK.
Yeah.
We got Old Man Kyle.
Yeah. Tim Sawyer just clicked off the YouTube. And
Jeremy and Pete couldn't come because they're so henpecked by their wives that they couldn't come for Mother's Day. Their wives aren't even their mothers.
and their mothers aren't even their mothers.
The only two guys that both their moms are dead can't make it on Mother's Day. And here we are, the three of us, rocking it.
So let's see if they have an excuse on Father's Day, too.
Jeez. What a bunch of... I'm so sick of Mother's Day. What a bunch of bullshit. I had to go out yesterday. My daughters. Dad, you got to get something for Mom. Why? She's not my mom. You got to get something for Mom. Dad, I need a ride. Okay. Got me there. Shit.
So you ended up buying whatever it was that she wanted.
No, I didn't buy it. Katie bought it.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Well, I might have put in a little.
That's
But
what Courtney
Katie
says
should
all the
have
time. Yeesh, that's what you got her for Mother's Day? The dick.
I go to Myers. It's the day. I go to Myers yesterday. And
all the other dudes are standing there buying flowers.
Oh, not just dudes, women. Because, women got mothers. And they're all running around, and I'm like, all these flowers. Look at this money. Who the hell came up with this racket?
Moms.
Here's a day, if you don't buy me something, you can only fail. You can only fail. If you succeed, that's expected of you. If you get you get a gift and everything, that's expected. And if you don't, you're a piece of shit. Doesn't matter all the bullshit I put up with about you every freaking day. Doesn't matter all the this is broke. You broke it. Now you gotta fix it. I clogged up the vacuum cleaner. Yeah, we need to do vacuum cleaner. No, you don't. I dig it apart. I pulled out a sock. That's Mother's Day.
No, he's not wrong. Dude, he's not wrong. I have cleaned out shit. It's like, how do you run over an entire sock? How do you run over...
This just happened.
How do you run over a paper bag?
This just happened. I can't figure out. I've got the whole bottom part tore apart. I've stuck a coat hanger up there. I got hair out and everything. And I'm like, why can't I get this thing to work?
Dude.
Finally, I get a long freaking fiberglass thing that you actually use to clean out like dryer vents that are far back. It's flexible. And I get down about a foot into the hose that wraps around the vacuum cleaner, and boom, I hit something soft, and I'm like, fuck. And I can't push it. I can't pull it. I can't move this thing. It's lodged in there so tight. I had to go get plumbing like we used to put in a toilet. It has the corkscrew, a snake, and you spin it. I had to go in with one of those under multiple attempts because it felt soft. I thought it was a rag or something. And
tampon.
No, This would have to be an awful big one of those. Jeez. And I
You do have 3 women in the house.
Why would they be? Yeah. It's so gross. And I actually ended up getting hooked at and pulled it out, and it was a full sock. Court, you want to go buy a vacuum cleaner?
I would have done that. I would have just thrown the vacuum out.
I would have done that too.
But I will tell you,
We just bought it.
Oh, well then, yeah.
Because the other one was junk. No, it wasn't. You just kept sucking up stupid shit.
Here's
and I had to
what you
keep
do.
cleaning it. And
You
every
sucked
time it
up
cleans
the
up,
sock.
every time it clogs up, they go, this vacuum cleaner is junk. We need a new vacuum cleaner. It clogs up all the time. It clogs up all the time. You keep
Because you're
sucking
running
up
over laundry.
stupid shit.
Because you're running over laundry.
You can't go in there
Is there food in
and
there, too?
vacuum next to the guinea pig, where the guinea pig throws all the fucking wood chips out. That'll clog up a vacuum cleaner.
Vacuum cleaner nowadays.
That's Mother's Day.
Vacuum cleaner back in my day would suck the paint off your house.
They would. Back in the day, I remember
Lead
those.
paint, but
Grab a hold of your hair, rip your scalp off, kill you.
here's what you do. This is what I did for my family. Now, it wasn't a vacuum cleaner. It was
Gear driven.
it was a drain in the sink.
Oh, that's
And
another one.
they would eat nachos or they would eat bacon, and they would just put the plate in and then rinse bacon grease or whatever down the sink. So I told them one day, this is when the kids were little, and I said to all of them, I lined them all up, and I said, plumbers charge $85 an hour to fix stuff like this. And I fixed the drain. I said, if you do this again, and I'm talking to my wife too, I said, if you do this again, I'm going to charge $85 an hour to do this, and it's going to come out of our family fund money. Not 2 weeks later, I'm snaking a drain again. Took me 2.5 hours on a Saturday to do it. Boom, easiest $200 I ever made.
Dang.
That next Friday, we're supposed to go to the movies. No money in the account. It's all gone. And that's where, and they were bent. But I'll tell you what, I've never had to do since then. Snake a drain in the sink. So, you got to charge what vacuum cleaner people are charging when they snake out corn cobs out of their vacuums.
But we
and
don't have a
dildos and whatever it is.
We don't work our house like that. We don't have a fund.
You don't have a fund?
No.
You don't have Travis just has fun all the time. He just
We have a Courtney's.
That's
just,
what my bank account is.
we have a Courtney just does it fun, and then when we run out of money, she says it's because you buy toys. That's what we have at my house.
well,
I'll tell you what I did. I had the drain in the girls' sink plugged up, and I supervised, but I had Claire tear it apart and clean it. And you know how
you told
yucky
that. Yeah,
those are.
yeah.
She was like freaking out.
Yeah.
That's gross. You think I enjoy it? You think I relish it? You think I'm like, oh yeah, I want to go in there and stick my hands in your yucky hair and toothpaste and whatever else is coming out of your freaking head in the sink.
So
How does all that hair get in the sink anyway?
Because girls are
they
gross.
brush their hair in front of the mirror,
Ugh.
and it comes out. It just falls out of them.
And I don't know about your kids, but my kids
They don't even try to do it. Mine just falls out, and I'm not. I'm trying to keep it, and it falls out.
You got a lot of hair left.
I don't know about your kids, but they have monumental amounts of toothpaste in the sink.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I hate that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I think the really soft gummy slime is mostly toothpaste. I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
it's toothpaste and soap and hair
and gross. And
It's
just
gross and it tastes
yeah.
horrible. I mean, you should taste it, right? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. It's great. So those are Mother's Day for me. These are like, hey, I got to take an hour away from my painting or whatever I'm doing to clean up your vacuum cleaner again, or to fix the sink or the shower or all this filth that you girls see. That's why girls are they're so like always spraying themselves to look good or smell nice. They're so worried about being so like not gross, and I think that's because deep down they know they're disgusting.
And whereas guys, they don't just. We know we're disgusting. We just don't care.
We're not as disgusting as girls. Come on.
Oh come on, dude.
No. I'm sorry. You do not have teenage boys. Teenage boys are the worst.
Testicles.
Oh my God.
What's wrong with testicles? I like them.
Well, it's the testicles themselves aren't bad. It's that when you see them on the couch with their hands in their pants, and then they go and grab the refrigerator door, or they grab the milk out of the refrigerator, or food. Yeah, they're just gross. Yeah, and I had 3 of them. So I'm telling you right now, my daughter's a flower compared to those guys. And still, my 19-year-old, I walked by him the other day and I said, when was the last time you took a shower? And he didn't smell like a ginger, but he did stink.
Yeah.
Right over Trav's head.
Did we tell that story on this podcast?
Probably not. Probably. I don't know.
I don't think we did. And it's a story worth telling. So, long story short, I can't remember how this goes down.
We were high at a show.
You were. We were probably, there's this hot redhead walks past, and she's like, good looking or something, and I go, ooh, dang, something about redheads. They just do it for me.
And I said, I have an aversion to redheads, and of course that opened up the floodgates. Trav had to know why. One of my friends in elementary school was a redhead.
We gotta stop.
Okay.
I don't know what aversion means.
Aversion. I stay away from it.
Okay.
I avoid it.
Okay.
Aversion.
All right. Now go
when
on.
I was in elementary school, I hung out with a kid, and he was a redhead, and I mean a flaming redhead. I mean, like we thought something was wrong with him. He's such a redhead, and this kid smelled like sweat all the time. I mean, he smelled like dirty body. Not smelly like body odor, like you never wash, but just sweat stink. And I always attributed that to redheads. So every time I see a redhead, and I have friends obviously that are redheads, I have family members that are redheads, and they don't smell, but my first inclination is, that's my first inclination. That redheads smell funny.
Yeah.
Which Heidi didn't like very much. After I've known her all this time, she finally...
So you told that story in front of Heidi?
No, he did.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
He threw me right under the bus.
Gotcha.
Come on.
Right under the bus. Right under the bus. Yeah. I mean,
Yep.
it's a funny story, but...
Mm-hmm. So now he thinks all redheads stink.
I don't think they stink. I said my first brain spasm is to smell to see if there is a scent. I do it unconsciously, too.
He's a redhead. And
Yeah. No, it's not.
He's sniffing the air like a dog, trying to see if there's a funk,
hint. Yeah.
distinct odor.
Just yesterday we're at
Sorry,
a nursery, looking like a plants. We're looking at.
Oh, okay.
We're looking
Not at the hospital, creeping over little babies.
No, we're at
Look at the newborns.
We're looking at flowers yesterday, and I can't remember what happened. It was just one of those weird things where, you're in these things, and there's all these smells hitting you or anything. Well, Heidi was just standing there, and I don't even mind. There's people all over the place, and I just
other people smelling Heidi to see if she smells like sweat.
I leaned in and just smelled her hair, which at the time I thought it was just kind of nice.
Yeah, it's creepy.
But it was, and she's like, "Who the fuck's touching me?" She didn't quite have that reaction, which is a normal reaction for her, but she goes, "Why are you smelling me?" I don't know. I'm sorry. Love. It's love. That's what it is.
Okay, you fucking creep. Whatever. God damn. He doesn't do it when they're alone and they're sitting on the couch.
No, there's all these
people around, and he's like, Kyle was right.
No, you are not right. She smells wonderful. With all
She does smell wonderful.
friggin' product she puts on her
They
body.
don't smell wonderful. They cover up their grossness. That's what they do. It's all fake.
Yeah.
Everything's fake. The whole thing's fake.
Did I send you that video of the makeup thing? Have you watched any of those? So now women are using tape too. So they're using they'll fucking put tape on their face and it pulls it to be more attractive.
Oh yeah.
And there was this video. Cody, did I send that video to you? I don't know, but there was this video that was floating around, and it was all these women doing quick makeup, and it was, I mean, we were talking about some straight up meth mingers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that word. You got to do vocabulary, don't you?
I do. I pretty much told everybody this whole week. I was like, "Hey, my buddy told me I'm a minger." They're like, "What's that?" I go, "Look it up."
Okay, let me look it up.
They're like, your buddy's not very nice.
Did you listen to the episode?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Minger. I forgot where I was talking about. So.
You're talking about smelling your wife's hair.
Yeah, probably, after that I moved on. Oh, this video. So they taped their faces, and it's crazy. I mean, crazy.
Crazy transforming?
From disgusting to, like, if you saw this woman, you would be like, man, she's beautiful. And, like, I cannot imagine you going home from a bar like that, which probably none of us have probably ever done that, right?
What?
Gone home, like, got drunk at a bar, gone home with the ugly chick.
No, I've never gone home with any chick.
I am the ugly chick.
Cody might be the one.
I did go home with one girl once, and I just wanted to talk, and she seemed annoyed with me, and I left.
You were like, listen, I just saw Phantom Menace for the 7th time. Let's talk about this, okay?
Phantom Menace.
Little Anakin.
I'm a gentleman. I don't just plow. I don't just give my seat up to anyone.
You
Carl
make
Miller.
sure, right?
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, I'm trying. I was looking for love. I'm a romantic.
You are romantic. You
I
did
was
find
looking
it.
for love in all the wrong places.
And you found it, though.
Yeah. Guess I did. Okay.
And now you got two little versions of her running around clogging shit up. Good job.
Prom yesterday. Katie had to get all dressed up. Wanted to look like a girl for a night, because she rarely looks like a girl. I mean, she looks like a girl, but she's a slob.
She's got a boyfriend.
I think she'd be a slob anyways, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
My experience has been,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
They whip themselves into shape when they need a man.
And it goes both ways. Guys, too. I mean, to an extent.
Well, I would just go back to normal. Is the way I look at it. Me and Courtney broke up. I would go back to being normal because I'm not dealing with all the stress of having a girl.
Holy shit, this isn't normal.
So what would normal look like?
Probably get back to the gym. Probably just start shedding some pounds. Probably just start being awesome again.
That would have nothing to do with trying to get laid.
At this age, I don't give a shit.
You're done, right?
I don't. I mean, I really don't care.
I'm trying to get laid right now.
I'm trying to
What are you
get
talking
laid
about?
every day.
First,
Jesus
maybe
Christ, what's wrong with you?
maybe my views would change, but it's just like, I've done this before. It's like, how many times can you ride the roller coaster?
As many times as they'll let you on the ride.
You get off that. You get
off
the
and then you
exit.
run. You run. You run. You run around, get back in line. You hope the fucking rain doesn't start. Keep you in that line for 2.5 hours, dangling that shit in front of you. You make it all the way to the front of the line, and they close it. Sorry.
I hate to do this to you, but did one time you tried to get on the ride and they told you were too big for the seatbelt?
Oh.
No. Not yet.
Okay. Because I could see how that would change things. You wouldn't want to ride the roller coaster anymore. You'd be afraid. Like,
He's riding teacups. He just... Teacups.
That's such a waste of time.
Oh.
So, yeah, Mother's Day. What a racket. What a racket. Who's your favorite serial killer?
Anthony Houseal. He's a breakfast serial killer. That goes back from a looks like list from a little bit.
You guys have a favorite serial killer?
No.
I do.
Darth Bernie.
Derek Ayers is my favorite serial killer.
Darth is actually not Derek now that I think about it.
No.
I keep getting confused because Derek has 27
Eric
accounts.
is, yeah, he does.
Darth Bernie is Andre, I believe, now that I
No,
think about it.
Darth Bernie is Eric Bertram.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, gosh. I would have got it eventually.
Yeah, I mean, you only know so many dudes.
Yeah. I don't have a favorite serial killer.
Neither did I until recently.
Look at him, he's ecstatic. He's
What'd
like
you watch?
Darth Vader.
Dude, I went down this rabbit hole on Netflix. All these documentaries on serial killers.
You moved on from religion to serial killers.
Yeah. So I watched a
Jesus.
documentary on this guy
He
named
went right from religion to serial killers.
Billy Milligan.
There's nothing in between.
Billy Milligan, which I didn't even know was a guy who exists. He's supposedly claimed to have 24 personalities. He was a multiple and shit. And then Ted Kaczynski, who was their Unabomber, and then freaking Bundy. And I've been just going down this rabbit hole, and I'm like, wow, this is some crazy shit I never really paid any attention to before. I didn't know half these guys were celebrities.
They're only celebrities because they're serial killers.
No, there were this guy named Billy Milligan, the guy with the 24 personalities or whatever. He raped like 3 girls in the 70s, and then he did it again. He raped a couple more. He ended up actually murdering 2 men. He just kept getting kind of worse and in and out of facilities and stuff. But see, he had them all convinced that he was better. He was mentally better. They unified his personalities. So
Oh, yeah.
blah blah blah. So they would just let him go in and out of the institution without being chaperoned, and like he owned a car while he's supposedly in
This facility.
yeah, he owned a car. He would just drive around, do what he want. Super. He fucking like. They were gonna make a movie out of him, and like they show him hanging out with like Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Leonardo DiCaprio was gonna play him.
No
I mean,
way.
Seriously. And I'm assuming Cody's got that.
It is Cody. So Cody's like, fuck, peace out.
Like, how does this stuff happen?
Just unplug it when you're done. I'll come back
People
later.
are dumb.
They are dumb. And I'm like, this is crazy. I didn't know that there was such a rich story about these crazy bastards and how dumb we are
Yeah.
to let them be out there and hurt people. So
You know,
then
I remember
moved on.
that guy. That guy snapped because his wife used a vacuum cleaner and sucked up a sock.
He was cray.
Like that scene in yeah.
And then Ted Kaczynski, the Unabomber, he's a fucking genius.
Yeah, he actually is. He was a genius.
Like take away the killing and the bomb making, and that guy would probably be renowned as like some fucking philosopher fucking dude. That's badass. Like his vision of how technology is going to destroy the world. It's like some people are like, yeah, he was right. He's on point. I don't know why he just had to kill people, but fucking awesome.
We got genius serial killers walking around, and then we also have this one, just walking fart box.
And then there's Bundy. Bundy was so charismatic.
Yeah, yeah.
He was leading his own defense. He fired his lawyers and was fucking. And they show footage of it, and I'm like, this is movie quality. He's up there just fucking looking at the camera and waving at people, and he says he's innocent. But every time he escaped a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Every time he escaped, people just started dying.
Yeah.
Do we still have people watching?
I'm like, wow. So yeah, I think Bundy's my favorite. I mean, like, I don't like him. I mean, he's a horrible bastard. But if you had to be like, hey, like, which one of these guys do you think is like movie quality? Like if you're gonna see somebody in hell who you want to hang out with, Bundy, man. Bundy
I don't know
seems
what's more stupid, that whole rant or the fact I'm going to spend the entire hour on the way home thinking about serial killers and which one's my favorite. Thank you, Stephen.
I gotta start John Wayne Gacy. I don't know about him too
Dude,
much.
he is the clown prince of nutballs, and I mean that literally.
You know which one I don't like? The guy that ate people. Who's he?
Dahmer.
I'm not a fan of him.
Let's ask the 3 people in the live feed. Out of the crew, the My Wife Is Gonna Kill Me crew, who do you think is gonna end up being a serial killer? It'll be interesting to see what they think.
I would never be a serial. It's too much work.
Too many lies.
That's what you would. That's your out.
That's definitely my out.
It's a lot of work. Driving people out in the woods, chopping them up, processing them, doing things with them. Just like, I don't want to do. Plus, I'm squeamish. I can't handle blood.
Jennifer said, "Did Steve say supposedly?"
Supposedly.
Probably.
When you were describing one of these serial killers, did you say
Supposedly.
Supposedly he killed these
Supposedly,
people.
and he stuck him in the chimney.
I probably did. I never said I wasn't a minger. I said you were. Cody is gonna be. Cody would be. It's always the guy you think is on the ball.
Damn it,
Cody, this is Tom. This is the one we got to figure out if we sent out his toy. Who called you out for being the serial killer?
Tom, did you get your toy?
He didn't. We got to figure out why he didn't. We got to find that out.
So, anyways, that's been fun.
What about Jack the Ripper?
Ooh.
Oh, that's an oldie, like the first
That's-
serial killer before they
yeah,
were calling them
that's-
serial
yeah.
killers.
That guy.
And I don't really know.
Jack the
about-
Ripper.
I don't really know about him. I think he just killed women. A lot of them.
Prostitutes. He killed
Did.
prostitutes.
Was it prostitute specifically?
Yeah.
Oh, then there's that female one.
The only
The
one.
monster? The one that was the movie that Charlize Theron played
I
her?
never saw that movie, and I didn't know that was her. If that's the same person, I didn't know it was based on this person.
I believe it's the same woman.
Wow, she killed a hell of a lot of dudes.
If it's the
She
same
was a
one I'm thinking of.
prostitute.
How many?
I was like 20 or something.
Wow.
She would pick
Well,
guys
maybe it's
up.
not the same one I'm
I don't
thinking of. I
think it's
can't
the
remember.
same. Yeah.
She'd pick guys up and then kill them.
Zodiac Killer?
New York, 70s. Is that right,
It
Cody?
was old.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Was that
60s.
I don't remember much regardless, but this probably is a rabbit hole I don't think I'll go down ever.
I didn't think I would either.
I'm watching older stuff that's been on, and I'm just
Really?
The Expanse, sci-fi.
I've heard that's really good.
It's really good. I can't believe I didn't watch it before.
Yeah.
It's really good.
I've heard that's really good.
Like when you go to bed, that's when I start watching it. Yeah, like 2 or 3 episodes. really
listen,
good.
I don't want to go
Fringe,
to bed.
I'm watching Fringe again. It's good stuff.
I don't want to go to bed when I go to bed. But my wife has to go to bed, and she, of course, is like, I think I would go to bed. And then one time she dropped this line on me. You know, I just don't fall asleep as well when you're not in here. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go.
Stay awake until I decide to come to bed.
I guess I'll go in there and lie down. So then I would go in there and lie down on my, and be on my phone, which is what I like to do anyway for the most part. And
Yeah, but it puts me to
The
sleep.
light's too bright.
yeah, and she's like,
Just turn it off.
do you have to watch those videos so loud? I'm like,
Well, in her defense, it's probably a lot of grunting and farting and making, other noise making and stuff like that.
probably true. So now I'm lying in bed like this, so my wonderful wife could just go to sleep.
Boobs and butts slapping.
There's a little bit of that going on. Yep, a little bit.
Cody's already pulling up different shows.
Ooh.
Oh, that Maverick?
Warehouse 13. I think I remember seeing that when I was a sci-fi show. I never watched it. It does look kind of lame. I'm with you, Cody.
Who's seen Doctor Strange?
I have.
You give it a recommendation?
I mean, I would give it a recommendation.
like it?
I have technical issues with it, but
Overall?
overall B+, solid B+.
I'm going tonight.
Gotcha. Here, I'm hearing a lot of people like it.
Yep, it's good.
So, Moon Knight. Did we all watch Moon Knight?
I have not watched it. I have to wait for it to be done so I can binge it.
You caught up? You done?
I have the
Finished it?
last episode to watch.
Are they up to the last episode?
It's
or you mean
finished.
the last episode?
It's
okay.
finished,
All right,
yeah.
now I will watch it. I can't. I'm finding it's too hard. Other than Mando and Boba Fett, where I have to watch it, I'm finding it's too hard. I have to have my next fix.
I kind of feel like Moonlight was a great show to binge watch.
Yeah.
I think that will be the best way to watch it, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Probably would be.
Yeah. I mean, I most shows, that's the best way to watch it. But I am super excited for the finale because I have really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did see it. I've seen it in its entirety. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good?
I'd say it's one of the better ones.
Yeah.
It's one of the better series they've put out, in my opinion.
I feel like Disney is, and I know, like, old white dudes are not huge fans of some of the stuff they're doing, and I totally understand it, but, like, from a money concept, a business trying to make money, them doing like trying to incorporate all these different cultures and races, and you know, you got to think they had to sit back and look at Black Panther and go, that movie got a lot of people into the theater that actually probably didn't go watch a lot of Marvel movies, right? I mean, it had to, because it made that much money. Like, it had to.
I would say there was a percentage of people that probably up to that point were.
I was in the theater, and there was definitely more African American people than I ever saw.
Yeah, so
in any,
it's just
movie.
And like I said,
Marvel movie. I should say.
Yep, and that's the thing. I think they're doing a good job of reaching out to people, and like I honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna watch that Miss Marvel or the Little Marvel or whatever, the next Disney Plus show. I watched the trailer for it, and I thought it looked like trash. Like, I had no interest in it whatsoever. Now, I will give it a shot. I'm going to try it.
I mean, it's Marvel.
Yep.
So
I'll try it.
Until they strike out, well, then again, there was Immortals. So until they strike
but I
out,
liked Immortals. I didn't think it was great by any means, but I thought it was good.
It was a good standalone. It in my opinion, had no reason to be made. There was nothing in it that connected any MCU stuff.
Yeah. Well, the comic book has kind of always been that way anyway.
Yeah.
It's been its own little thing,
I don't
which
know
is also why it's not very popular either.
Yeah.
You know, not a lot of people read Eternals comics. You know? But I just feel like Disney is. You still haven't seen it? No.
I'm not motivated. I even watched
the next time you
Shang-Chi or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I watched that one, but Immortals is.
Did you like Shang-Chi?
Overall, yeah.
Yeah, it was a good movie. It was enjoyable. Yep.
If you next time you're at home with 103 temperature and you're on the couch, put Immortals in.
That'll help you go to sleep at points.
Not if there's another serial killer I gotta check out.
I just feel like Disney is making sure that in 20 years, Marvel is king. Like, I just feel like we're gonna make this a worldwide thing. You know, we're gonna bring in all different types of groups, get them kind of hooked on this Marvel juice, and
I think it'll fizzle.
Think so?
Yep, eventually. Everything does.
That's true.
Everything does. Star Wars fizzled for a long time.
Yeah, there's only so much you can do.
People are going to get sick of it.
Until you start...
Another superhero, another superhero.
People don't get sick of it when the filler starts to happen, when they're just making stuff to keep things moving.
Like, I like Shang-Chi, but I feel it was filler.
It was, but it's going, like I said, it is going to bring in a new audience.
But is it going to bring in as much as it might lose over time? Like,
if they don't do anything, if he never shows up.
I didn't go see Shang-Chi in the theater, right?
I didn't either.
I used to go to every single Marvel movie.
Yeah, I didn't see Immortals in the theater either. Yeah.
Guess which one did draw me out? Spider-Man. I went to,
Yeah.
Thor might get me.
Oh, Thor's going to be good.
I'm a little pissed. I don't want to see freaking Padme Amidala being Thor. I don't
You're
care.
not going to go see Doctor Strange?
I probably will go see Doctor Strange.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, okay.
But it looks good. I think, it entices me enough to make me want to go see it. So there's that. I mean, it's like, okay, She-Hulk, isn't that supposed to be a series?
That's a series.
Yep.
But if it was a movie, it wouldn't draw me out. So what I'm saying is us people who love the core Avengers and the big people and everything, after a while, there's going to be the people like Travis who are going to see everything no matter what. And there's going to be some of us that are going to be like, I don't care. I don't care. Ms. Marvel or the what's her name?
Yeah. That one. I probably won't watch it. The trailer looks dumb.
So that one's not going to draw me out. So at some point you're going to lose. I think.
Is that going to be a movie or a TV show?
TV.
Just like as saturation happens, I think people are going to be like, eh.
Well,
and you might bring in more. What is Ms. Marvel Arab?
No,
Arabic?
she's she might be.
Am I saying that? Is that even a word? Did I say it right? I don't know.
I
like Muslim.
Yeah, but I can't remember what nationality she is.
Israel?
I can't remember. Regardless, we're going to be wrong, so we probably shouldn't even say it. So, and I understand what you're saying.
So every Israeli in America that's living here around the world goes and sees this movie, so they gain. But then how many people are like me? They're like, yeah, I don't care that they lose.
Yeah, but they're not losing you because you're still going to be the next Captain America movie that comes out, the next Thor, the next Iron Man. You're going to go see those movies.
Right, but we're living in a time when a movie doesn't live up to what they expect it to make, they consider it a failure.
Well, here's the thing, and that's where we're at. When you watched all of the other movies, you knew there wasn't, pardon the pun, but there was an end game. Right now, you've got Shang-Chi, and you've got this Doctor Strange, and you've got all these. Now, if this whole thing with Kang comes together, and they bring Sam Wilson, and they bring Ms. Marvel, and they bring Shang-Chi, and they bring Strange, and they bring, if they can figure out a way to bring Spider-Man back, that and you see them coming together, that's something that people will go see these movies for, if they know there's going to be an endgame. Right now, we have our standalone movies that are referring to more stuff in the past than they are about stuff that's coming up. With the Marvel stuff we have so far, it's always been, we need to prepare, we're doing this,
building.
and there's, and we found this out, so this is the next thing. Now it's always Doctor Strange. Oh, well, we're talking to Wanda in this scene, and she's talking about stuff that happened in Westview. Or we're talking to this about this, and it happened in Spider-Man 2 movies ago, or whatever it is. So they're talking about more stuff in the past as opposed to showing us where it's leading to.
Yeah.
And you just got all these standalone projects, Moon Knight, Loki, that under the surface, there's this thread, but it's not as prominent. So that's why people aren't worried about, they're not seeing that, I've got to see Ms. Marvel to see what the next step's going to be.
Yeah. No, it totally makes sense.
Loki was great, but literally it started and stopped, and except for the multiverse thread, that is the new continuity line.
Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering if the multiverse stuff will get too muddy for casual fans.
Now, see, that's the problem you have to watch out for. When people have to start thinking more than the standard explanation, it's easy to explain multiverse to the general audience. But when you start doing this within each string has another thing where people have to start thinking about it while the movie's going on. If I'm thinking about, like when they were talking in Endgame, when Banner and the bald chick,
The ancient one.
were talking about that line,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't listening to what they were saying. I was trying to figure out what they were talking about.
Yeah.
So until I went back and saw it again, and I could so when you start doing that and you start muddying up all that stuff with intellectual thought, that's where you lose people. But if they can keep it clean and simple,
You're such a minger.
all day.
So I look at my kids, because my kids. Okay, I bought the first movie I bought in a long time, Spider-Man 3. I bought the digital version.
That amazing though.
Yeah, because
It
I
was
love it.
that
'cause I like
amazing.
it that much.
Yeah.
Okay, my kids, Claire has probably watched it 4 times.
Wow.
Katie and Parker have probably watched it 2 times at the house.
Hey,
Okay.
dude. You'd think Katie and Parker are
But I watched
watching
it with them.
You can't even see his eyes. He's so happy. He squint. He's like, yeah. I watch you with him.
It's funny.
Oh.
Like, when we watch it, I go down, sit down. It's awesome. So no, and we watched in Courtney will sit down and watch that movie. We all went to the theater and watched that movie. Okay, guess what they haven't watched? I watched in Shang-Chi. My daughter walks by. What's this? It's a new Marvel movie. Oh, what's that? Who cares? She walks by. She never watches it. She's never seen it. It's free. She's never seen Eternals. She hasn't watched any of the series, Wanda, all that stuff. They don't care.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying that everybody's like that.
Right.
I'm just saying
There's a portion of it, though,
Yeah.
that have been lost because of it. And that's what I'm saying.
But guys, that's comic books. I mean, that's the way it's always been. Like, Moon Knight is not a well-read comic. Don't get me wrong.
It is now.
It sticks around.
Sure.
It'll go through limited runs. I mean, for a long time, I don't think it's even been ongoing. But if they do it right and they put something on the big screen or the little screen that captures people. It's just more people. If you love Spider-Man, don't get me wrong. You probably don't give a F about Miss Marvel or this or that. I could understand why you don't watch the Loki series. I get it. But if Spider-Man is in a next movie, if they put Spider-Man, if they start doing like the 2-in-1s or whatever like they did in comics, everybody's going to go see every one of those damn movies.
Yeah, and that's why it's hard for me to believe that Disney isn't seeing that and going, yeah, we can do this, or we can put Chris Hemsworth on the screen, or we can put Tom Holland on the screen, and break the fucking box office.
Yeah, yep.
You know, just the way that it like the sequel Star Wars movies, Kyle. Aren't they? They made a ton of money.
Oh yeah,
huge.
But,
yeah. They were in the top 10 for a long time.
Yeah, but
Marvel.
But they act like they're failures. From Disney's point of view, you know, they didn't perform like we thought they were gonna. So they kind of act like what went wrong with the sequels. Now I think they're shit, but they made. But they made a fuck ton of money.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
merchandising and
yeah. So when you see that corporations like Disney are looking at it like that, it makes me wonder when they're going to start saying, yeah, will it ever get to a point where it's a waste of time to do these smaller characters, and they say, yeah, we need to go reboot Captain America because that's where we're gonna get it.
Well, the thing about it is
and you know who should play him next time they recast him? Oh fuck,
Chris Evans.
No, well, obviously that would be great, but at some point that's not gonna be an option. Because
these are just time fillers for while they're like making them massive ones.
Where the
There's
big
a mic
ones,
in here,
the
Cody.
big
You should
ones,
sit down at it.
the big ones are getting ready. They're right. They're fillers. They don't expect them to make a ton of money.
But there's enough information
Jack
in
Reacher.
These fillers.
The guy that plays Jack Reacher.
He'd have to do it
He is
now. He'd have to
fucking-
do it right now.
Yeah, 'cause
you
he
can't
is
do it.
Captain
You can't do it in
America.
15 years.
He's getting older.
Yeah. If you're talking about somebody who's going to play Cap in a reboot or even in an alternate reality, you're looking at somebody. If that movie is 10 years off, you're looking at somebody right now who's 20 years old to play that role. So when he's 30,
they're not recasting that anytime soon.
no,
Chris
that's
Evans.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. To his point, though,
Yeah.
if they
I
do,
know.
they're not recasting.
He just got a friggin' man crush
thing-
on this
I
dude.
do. Well, he looks like how they draw Captain America in the comics.
I agree. And if he'd have been somebody 10 years ago,
He was Aquaman.
what, on the CW?
Yeah.
Fuck out of here with that.
Smallville.
Get out of here with that.
He was.
CW.
No,
I think the problem with that too is there's enough information, there's enough small stuff in these shows and in these movies that people are going to miss, so that when the big guns do hit, they're going to go, I don't understand that. Well, it's because you didn't watch Shang-Chi, and there's this one
At the end, there was lines about the rings and
or you didn't watch WandaVision, and you don't know about the other witch and the book and all this other stuff.
I've had two people recently, and I can't remember if it was because of Spider-Man or if it was because of trailers for Doctor Strange. I had two people recently reach out to me about the Disney and the family members or something, the Disney Plus shows, and they're like, "Hey, are they worth watching?" And I was like, "Well, personally, I loved them. Do you have to watch them? Nope. I think WandaVision might be, but I don't think you really. And it's hard because I haven't watched Doctor Strange yet. But I don't even know if you need to watch WandaVision. It seems like they do a good job of filling you in on some things.
I would
from
say
the trailers, it looks like WandaVision is kind of important.
It was huge.
I would say you need to watch WandaVision, so when certain things happen in Strange, you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense.
See, and WandaVision is one of my favorite ones that they've
That was
done.
great.
It was very good. It was very good.
You
It was
know?
very, very good. And the thing is, though, I think, and I think Disney's doing this with Star Wars too, is I think they're starting to realize you can get more information on a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 episode season than you can in a 2-hour movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong, obviously with the MCU, but we also had how many movies from
Oh yeah.
Iron Man to Endgame? We had 25 movies, 20 movies? I don't know, it was a lot.
What team is U.S. Agent a part of?
He's been a part of multiple teams.
Is there
I think in the MCU though he's part of.
It's Thunderbolts is what they're thinking is going to happen. But there's West Coast Avengers was another.
Well, I
team.
thought it was.
so are we going to see him again?
I believe so.
Have you
God, I
seen
hope
Black
so.
Widow?
What do you mean?
Have you seen Black Widow?
Yes.
Okay, so you already know that 2 people have been recruited by what's her name?
Oh,
But I
by
don't.
Elaine?
Yeah.
By Elaine, yeah, by Elaine.
I don't remember. Was that an
The anti
What's
was
that?
that an after credit scene?
Yeah, for Black Widow.
I don't remember it.
She's the one that got Yelena to go after
Hawkeye.
Clint. Yeah.
I didn't put that together.
Did you watch Hawkeye?
Yes, I did.
God, I love
but I didn't
Hawkeye.
get that she was the one behind putting her out after him.
Yeah.
Well, she's
You might not have
she's-
watched that. You might
She's
not have. It was
collecting
like
all the
second.
throwaways. She's collecting all the throwaways. What is her name? Lady.
I can't remember.
Yeah. Anyway, she's like the anti Nick Fury.
My guess is we're either going to get a West Coast Avengers or we're going to get the Thunderbolts, and it'll be like a kind of like a
But Thunderbolt's dead.
no, Thunderbolts. It's a different team. In the comics,
Oh, it's not him running it? It's not
No.
called Thunderbolts because they're not.
No.
Oh,
no,
all right.
I don't.
It's a nasty Avengers team. It's like the dirty Avengers team.
Well, so for originally what Thunderbolts was, I mean, we're talking. I want
Is
to
it
say late
Suicide Squadish?
Yes,
I would say that.
Yes, but it's different because the way it started in the comics, it was bad guys, villains,
Yeah.
filling the void after the heroes had disappeared, and they became and actually Zemo was the leader. Zemo was the Captain
I
America
would
/
not be
Iron Man.
surprised if they're putting U.S. Agent, and although what's her name now probably isn't going to be.
Yeah,
that,
I wouldn't
yeah.
think so, but
But you get these bad apples together like a Suicide Squad team.
yes, it's kind of what it is.
Loki.
They're not. They don't. It's not the same premise of them having, but it is. It did go through variations where you are trying to get out of your prison sentence.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
that gets me excited. I want to see that.
My guess it's going to be it's something like where
Plus, I
where
love U.S.
Tony
Agent.
Stark will blow up a building, but he makes sure the building is empty before he blows it up.
These
Where-
guys won't.
Then nope, they'll just they'll just raise the building to
Yeah.
the ground.
I don't think when we get it, it will not be like James Gunn's Suicide Squad. It won't be that, but it'll be a
Well, hopefully, it doesn't have as much of a silly angle.
right. Although
Not that
I
yeah.
freaking love James
Not that I
Gunn's
didn't enjoy
right,
that.
but that's not what I want from those characters, right?
Right.
I mean, it's just not. I mean, I don't think that's what we're looking for here.
Oh, no, Jeremy's gonna. He's out there commenting.
Yeah, he's arguing with Curtis.
They're spoiling the movie for everyone in the
Why
thread.
are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get up, Jeremy.
I'll tell you what. There's a bunch of mingers up there in that chat.
Hey, do you guys think it should be a requirement for you guys to see the movie before we podcast?
Cody asked if it should be a requirement for us to see the movie before we podcast. I think if we're gonna definitely discuss it, yes.
Do you mean that?
Because we mentioned it, now everybody in the thread is talking about it, and they're not paying any attention to the.
I don't really.
podcast.
That's what the thread's for, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's for them to.
Are you saying that since we knew we were podcasting this morning, we should have went and saw it yesterday, Cody? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you guys never end up talking about things because you're like, oh, we don't want to spoil it, and then like 3 weeks down the road is when you guys end up watching it,
And
then
everybody's
no one
already,
cares.
nobody cares, yeah. Wow, you just took the mic away from after you told him to come in here.
Because they didn't want it to fall that way. 'cause
Why
Put the
is
weight
Cody so damn responsible?
He's definitely not a millennial that I'm aware of. Most of them are dicks. And I have 3 of them.
You have 3 dicks.
3 dicks.
Nice.
And 3 millennial children that are. I have 4 kids total. 3 of them are millennials.
My kids are pretty good.
Don't you love how we do this too? We just go on and on. We're not even going to answer Cody's question or not.
Hey, Cody,
yes.
Cody, I saw it. Cody, I saw it. I would
I'm going
love to
answer
talk
Cody's
about it.
question. I'm going to answer it.
I'm not on the show
I
very
think-
rarely, and I saw
I
it.
think if we had better fans out there and we gave a fuck, yeah, we probably should
Wow,
have.
he's blaming the fans. He's blaming the fans.
If I felt that somebody was worth it, I might.
You don't think Maverick's worth it? You don't think
I like
Derek
Maverick.
is worth it, or Curtis, or Jeremy? Jeremy's worth it?
Jeremy's not a fan. He should be sitting here.
If Jeremy was sitting here, he'd be looking at pages of fucking turtles.
Jeremy goes, we ain't spoiling anything, you mingers.
Ya mingas.
Jeremy, go see what what Laura needs. That's why you couldn't be here. You shouldn't be hanging out with us. You need to be spending quality time with her. Go rub her feet or something.
They're sitting in the living room, and he's just on his phone.
They're sitting next to each other. They're sitting next to each other, and she's on her phone looking at horror stuff, and Jeremy's looking at us.
I miss Jeremy.
I
Oh,
always miss Jeremy.
I miss Jeremy. Oh my gosh.
I missed him last night. It
Yep.
was cold.
It was cold.
Cody, yes, we should be better. We should be better.
I mean, you've only been doing this for 5 years, right?
It's longer than that, I
Longer than
think.
that. Maybe
7
we
years.
should we be able to use Patreon money to pay for our movie tickets?
100%.
Wow, Cody's, I'm in.
Cody said 100%. He said that's what it's about.
100%.
Popcorn and everything.
Get the bucket. Get the bucket.
It's a business expense.
It's a yes.
business
It
I
is
mean,
a
he's not
business
wrong.
expense.
And you know what? Honestly,
He's not wrong.
We're probably fucked now because aren't we gonna have to pay taxes on that now?
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Cody thinks we got to get an LCC or LLC.
DBA.
Don't say it on the podcast. Oh, just we're so dumb.
We're gonna have to figure some stuff out.
We're gonna have to.
If you figure it out as fast as you figured out going to the movies before you podcast, you're fucked. You're so fucked.
If this is gonna get difficult, we're going to have to quit.
Cody, do not put your name on
Too
any
much
of
to
this.
do. It's too much.
Cody's gonna be 30 years old and bankrupt because you guys
What
let
what
Cody do it all.
what ruined the podcast? Taxes.
Yeah.
Maverick asked a good question. What do you guys use the Patreon money for?
What do we use the Patreon money
Somebody had to
for?
pay for my gas, Mav.
Hosting fees. Hosting fees is a big one.
So the fun thing about
Oh,
Patreon
please
money.
don't tell me you're not gonna use Patreon money to go to Legion's Con. Come on.
Oh, we should, yeah. No one really knows what happens with the Patreon money except Steve. It gets deposited directly into his PayPal account.
Then Steve is the one who's gonna get popped. Don't worry about it. You're all good.
Every time Steve comes in with a new toy, that's where your Patreon money went. And what do you know? He's getting these big old tweeter head fucking.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Patreon's been good.
Keep them rolling, boys. Keep
You
it
got to
rolling.
remember, for the first 4 years, I paid for everything out of my pocket. So
That
fuck
is
you
true.
guys.
That's true.
I'm getting it back. And I still pay our because we have a hell of a Dropbox
Yeah.
because we keep all our shit in there. There's a fee for that. There's a fee for hosting. I still pay the Dropbox out of my pocket, and I pay to keep Legions Cast on the air out of my pocket.
That's $15 a month.
No, that's like $50 a month.
$15. That's stuff you can find.
50.
Oh, he said 50. Oh,
It's $20 a month to keep Legions Cast.
I was
on
gonna
the
say
air.
for 15 you can find that in your vacuum.
Maverick said Patreon content when?
I'll drop one very soon.
We-
We recorded one a week ago, and I just haven't got it up yet.
the guy that literally gets the money.
But
I had that. We've been sitting on that one.
I didn't want to drop it. I don't want to get too carried away.
He's not just gonna give you guys what you want.
It's
He's
a
gonna
good
make
one.
it. He's gonna make you pay for it. Oh wait.
Why keep Legions Cast? I'll tell you why, because I love it.
Yep. It'll happen.
It's about to be cut in half.
The Patreon money bought this.
Yep.
That's true. It bought all these mics.
Yep. The iPad, number 2.
Wave 2 Thundercats.
Which, by the way, I have.
You do now.
I have them now. They came in.
They were in your pile.
They were in
pile
my
of
pile of
loot.
loot. and they showed up.
I forgot about that.
That
They showed up.
Great. That was great.
They showed up, and now I'm caught up.
No Chitara yet, though.
They just showed her though.
Did they?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
She's in my pile of loot.
She's it, right?
I miss monkeying. I have to buy a monkeying. I missed him.
These monkeys are one of the few that I'm gonna keep.
Yeah.
Monkey's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them with my Mythic Legions.
No. Would you say Chitara's left? It
Isn't she it from the main cast?
from
No,
season 1, yeah.
They haven't redone Wily. Well, they haven't done Wily.
Oh,
Kid
there's
yet.
the Wily Kit and Cat, yeah.
Yeah.
And then obviously, if you're talking about main Thundercats, and you go into season 2, Bengali would be the only one left.
Yeah.
Bengali's on the pre-orders though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
He's not in hand yet.
Yeah.
It probably won't be for a long time.
I liked Bengali too. I thought he was a cool character.
How dumb was I as a kid when here's a new character, and it's
just a repainted Tigra.
It's a pretty much and even in the animation he's pretty damn close to Tiger, and
Yeah.
he even has the same guy voicing him.
Yeah, they just did overlays.
I'm Tiger. I'm Bengali. It's so stupid. I
What-
could have been a voice actor in the 80s. They sucked.
You're a pretty good
Wow.
voice actor now.
I mean, holy shit. We have some of the greatest cartoons in the 80s.
Yeah.
Transformers, G.I. Joe,
Yeah.
Thundercats.
Apparently those guys all sucked.
There was a
Apparently they
few of them
did.
that were pretty good, but Thundercats, I think they got the discount ones. Other than like
And you
Larry
love
Kenny,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you
And
don't think
love it.
Centurion's is discount?
I do love it. I was watching it. I have it on. I love to have it on when I'm painting.
Oh God. Ugh. What was Bengali's weapon? Please don't tell me a whip.
No, it wasn't a weapon.
Thank God. Okay.
The hell was Bengali's?
I can't remember his weapon.
Well, let's look it up. Google's free.
Hammer?
Ah,
He was a hammer or something. He was a smith.
really?
Yeah,
Oh.
because he was the only one that could fix the Sword of Omens when it got broke. Because that was his thing.
A hammer, man. That sounds
I
weird.
think Steve's right.
Is it a
Yeah,
hammer?
it's a hammer. The Hammer of Thundera.
Hammer of Thunder.
Mew Mew. It's a small little hammer. It's a ball peen hammer. It's
Yeah.
tiny.
It is. It's a little tiny hammer.
It's a little tiny hammer.
Yeah, we got a chick that has balls she throws and blow up. We got a blind guy that does all their flying for them now because he has a braille board. I guess he can feel on the braille board where he's at. And they have a guy with a little hammer. Great season 2 editions.
Hold on, I'm gonna pull these balls
Man,
out of my purse.
Man, he's really hung up on this shit.
He loves.
It's so
he loves
stupid.
Thundercats.
It's so stupid. I was watching it last night, and all fucking
I was
Mumra,
watching it last.
all Mumra does is just go. He just does it nonstop, and I'm just like, why do you keep doing that?
It's
And
true. All he does is growl.
And I was watching the one where Lionel has to go
And
through
says
these-
ever living.
Yeah. Transparent and evil. And he always thinks he's going to win. And I'm like at the end of season 1 now, and I'm like, okay, we're like 67 episodes in. What makes you think you're going to win?
Especially when you keep sending Monkey in and Jackalman.
Like, I'm in the one where Lionel has to do these trials. He has to fight each and every Thundercat. It was a 5-part series. Every day was a different one. He has to beat all of the Thundercats in order to be anointed the true king of Thundera, right? And so, but his last, day 5, he'd been through all of them. Because the cats counted together. Tigra, Chitara,
Panthro.
Panthro. I don't know how they did that. But in day 5 was his last one. And they're like, oh, now he's beat all of us. Now he needs to go against his true greatest enemy. He has to defeat
Snarf!
Mumra. Okay?
Yep.
So, of course, Mumra's watching him because he's just sitting there always in his pool just watching everything they do. Shouldn't they be worried about what they say? Because he can watch him like all the time. It's like he's got cameras set up in there. But he's magic. And then he sees, oh, so Lionel must come against Mumra, the ever-living. And then he starts laughing because he's like, I'm gonna. And he's gonna kick his ass. He thinks you'll find out that you're gonna win, and I'll destroy the Thunder, and they won't have. And I'm like, what makes you think at this point He's kicked your ass about 60 times now because we're in episode 67. There's probably about 7 episodes where he wasn't the main villain. What makes you think this time's going to be any different? Now you're going to step up your game? It's like, oh, now I'm going to do... You ever see those stupid cartoons? I hate this. You're like racing. I saw this in... actually, this isn't a cartoon. I was rewatching the movie... What's that movie? Ready Player One. And they're in, the Oasis, and they're racing. It's one of the racing scenes. And so this chick's on her motorcycle. She's racing, right? She's trying to get to the finish line first. And then the fucking DeLorean, which is the main character, he pulls up alongside of her, right? And they look at each other, and then she goes, and she goes, and I'm like, why weren't you going that fast to begin with? Weren't you trying to win? If you could go faster, why weren't you going faster? Why did you wait for him to get alongside you to step on the gas? This is dumb. Why do they do these things? You see it in cartoons all the time. They look at each other, and then the one goes, oh, now I'm going to go fast. It's like stupid. I just want to throw something at the screen.
Maybe they're trying to drive safely.
In a race? That's like NASCAR guy being like, yeah, I'm up here doing, oh shit, someone's alongside of me. I'm step on the gas. What the fuck?
I got nothing. I mean,
we've all seen that scene, haven't we?
We have all seen
in
that
all
scene.
multiple movies.
But that scene has never bothered me.
Yeah, it doesn't stick with me.
It is always,
stick with
every
me.
time someone goes faster, when someone gets along, I'm like, why weren't you going that fast? Why weren't you still going? I would have been going that fast.
Steve's the guy who watches.
You'd have been all the way across the finish line by now if you'd have just went that fast from the start.
Steve's the guy who watches SpongeBob SquarePants.
No, that
and he
movie's
follows
great.
it. He follows everything that
show
SpongeBob is doing.
Meant to be retarded.
He follows everything, but as soon
They
as
build fires underwater.
That's right.
Genius.
yeah, build fires underwater, and that's where he draws the line. Oh, that would never happen. Oh wait, you're talking about a sponge and a starfish talking,
That's
and a squirrel that goes
shows-
underwater.
Yes, that's.
But they
awesome.
would not be able to light a fire. That's where he draws the line.
No, I love SpongeBob SquarePants because that's not trying.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob SquarePants because that's not trying to convince you that this is real. Most movies are trying to put you in that world. It's like, no, you're not in that world.
I like how you're like saying Ready Player One is.
I was in a 5K one time and I was running and
When?
and I could see, those was years ago, and I could see the finish line, and I was like running, and I wasn't winning, but I was doing the best I could until someone got alongside me. I'm like, oh shit, no, I'm gonna go fast.
What the fuck, man? This guy. God, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
I don't need cocaine. I don't need drugs.
Did you get decaf?
No.
It's
no.
punched.
It's punched.
No.
My heart's not palpitating, so I think I'm okay.
Oh. I can't wait to see some of those screen grabs.
Exactly. Kurt Zachary.
Yeah.
Watch Voltron. Why don't they just stay Voltron?
Because they got to be the cats.
Because sometimes there's, small little side adventures they don't need Voltron for.
Plus, they want to sell the
No.
cats.
It never was. Not in the original Voltron.
Oh, bullshit. Pidge would have to go find something. Why take Voltron when he can just take the line and go across the thing to go
Always
find
take Voltron. Especially, okay, maybe you don't always take Voltron, but
There you go.
But when the Beast shows up, the Roe Beast, just form it. They always try to fight it first with 5 lions. Oh shit, we're getting our ass
Well,
kicked.
it's
hey, I got an idea, like we've done the last.
It's the
46
Mumra.
episodes.
It's the Mumra thing all over again. He's talking. The Voltron lions think they can beat the Beast. By the way, they have to be together. 5 lions together has to beat the Beast. 5 lions separately is the same.
Dude, if I was running the fucking castle, I would have those fuckers in those lions all the time, ready to go. Be like, all right, you're taking a break, and I'm gonna have 5 other fuckers that can drive those lions that can be on watch when those guys are taking a break. Who's running this fucking crew?
The mice.
Who is actually
The
What
mice.
the actual fuck are they doing?
The mice are running.
These
the
guys
show.
gotta sleep. They gotta eat. They gotta shit. We need 10 guys. We don't need 5. So stupid.
Think about that old car Voltron cast where there was like 30 of them, man. What do you have to have 60 of them then?
Yes.
Just
Absolutely.
hanging around.
Yeah. That'd be like, fucking aircraft carrier out in the ocean. They're like, yeah, it's 9 o'clock. All right, everybody shut her down, turn the lights off, going to bed. Even the captain.
Courtney says, good morning, Travis and Kyle. Good morning, Courtney.
Morning,
Hope
Courtney.
you're feeling well today.
Oh, baby.
She didn't say good morning to you.
Oh, she said good morning to me.
Did she?
No.
Yeah. I didn't think so either.
Oh,
Yeah.
we might as well do some toy news.
Yeah, I'm pretty amped up now. Let's go.
All right, Jeremy, you're up.
Jeremy. Hold on. Let's see how
All
many,
right, man.
let's see how many
well,
new
I got
turtle
some turtles.
stuff since last week.
Yeah, these are pretty cool. I mean, look at them.
McDonald's has a new toy.
Here's a statue no one's gonna buy.
I can't believe you're doing your boot like that, man.
I love them. That's what I love about them.
He's gonna be the serial killer. He's gonna kill you.
No, he isn't. We love each other. It's a slightly abusive relationship, but he's in.
Here we go, Kyle. You are the man today. Kyle gets to
Finally talk about some Star Wars toys. Shit that's been, out for 6 months.
Like, hope they came out with a Ray.
that'll be drama.
Okay. Obviously, this is that up? Am I okay? All right. Okay. Just want to make sure I can start talking about it here. The first thing up we're talking about is the Black Series upcoming release of the Obi-Wan Kenobi figure from the TV show. And it's obviously all the garb and such that he's got that you see in the preview clips, the trailers. Be out on May 27th. I'll be at Celebration when that comes out, so I'll be watching that. So anxious to see what this figure might have anything else with it. Right now it's just a regular shot of it.
1-6 Shooter wants to see some Pac-Man. Why the fuck didn't Pac-Man just go straight for the power pellet?
Dude, he's not here. You don't have to talk about Pac-Man too. Jeez. Cloth Goods cape on that. Not sure if he has anything else with him at this point, but little micro binoculars look at Luke.
I think it's kind of a spoiler, I think.
Unless you haven't seen the trailers, yes.
What do you mean?
He looks like that in the trailers.
Yeah, but I don't remember him ever brandishing a lightsaber yet in the trailers, has he?
No, of course not.
He's
but
shooting guns, which I think is hilarious because we all know of
Obi
Obi-Wan's
hates
feeling
guns.
towards guns.
He'll make a comment about it.
And
He'll make a comment.
I'm so excited
So
about
uncivilized.
it. I'm so excited
And
about
I hope
it.
he's just badass with a gun. It's like, all this time he could have been using a gun and a lightsaber. Why didn't he just pick up a gun? I could go there, but I'm not gonna.
We're going to mix a little toy drama right in here because I got one that goes right with this Obi-Wan.
Oh, boy.
What's up with this?
Mythic Legions Cabal, Greg Fensted posted. I know most of us who care about them aren't too pleased with the Black Series these days, but a last-minute May 4th reveal I think many here might find useful. A new Kenobi figure just got revealed, and that feels good for a commoner for those who do dios and pictures. Yes, I know black scale are 6-inch scale, so they're a bit short, but, you can still use it in the background. Okay, picture of this Obi-Wan that we're talking about here.
Okay.
Steve James comments, no, not really, boring post.
Wow.
Somebody didn't have their coffee that morning.
He's got a lot of friends. He's got a lot of friends, right?
That guy is just really popular,
He's
right?
popular. He's got buddies. He's got people that want to come over to his house and hang out. He's getting invited to all kinds of get-togethers. That guy right there. Fuck him.
I'm like, seriously, who fucking comments that? I'm like,
Boring post. I mean, it's genius. I would love to be the guy that does that.
You would.
But
I'm like, Jesus, what the fuck, man?
Okay. Next up, we have the New Republic security droid from the Mandalorian. They've got some, in a few different shots and just new stuff that they're doing. Finally,
Where was he?
I don't even remember that fight.
there's episodes where they're trying to. I want to say that's when they.
I remember the scene
when
Boba Fett's talking to him with his helmet off, and he's asking the robot how his day is.
no.
Because Boba
Nope,
Fett's
this is from the Mandalorian.
kind
This is when
feeling
this
guy.
is from when. Jesus Christ!
I remember that now. So, what's it like to be a droid? I bet you feel pretty used. Like you've just been built for one thing. I have a Rancor. I like it. It's quite a good pet. Would you like to be my pet and stay in my castle too?
For free.
I'll take care of you.
Would you like to ride a
I'm kind.
Power Ranger bike gang
You could meet my girlfriend.
who never is around when I need her?
You could plow her all you want. She's got no uterus. Her whole midsection.
This
mechanical.
droid is from the episode where he goes, he and Miggs Mayfield, when he goes back to get that whole crew, and they get on that Republic ship to release the brother.
Yep.
It's one of the droids from that. I'm just happy they're
okay.
releasing something that's not a frickin'.
Oh, so he was with them in that group?
No, he was one of the droids
No.
on the ship.
Oh,
that
okay.
That
Gotcha.
they had to shoot down.
Oh, okay. So they killed him.
So it's nice to see something new.
Yeah, it's a cool looking figure.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially if you're a droid fan.
Yep, I am.
Yeah, that's cool.
Looks like it's a modified K2SO.
I'm guessing the legs and possibly the arms, but the rest of it looks.
Dude, I totally agree with you on this. This is one of the things that's been bothering me with Black Series lately. The reissue,
repaints.
Yeah, and I get it. It is a line where there's only so much, right?
Well, there is, but the fact of the matter is and I get it with the new shows. You're gonna put stuff out. I get it,
Yep.
but we still have figures. We've got 9 Vaders. I mean, it's Vader.
Yeah.
How many different ways can you do Vader?
Right.
But yet we don't have hardly any of the Jabba's palace people. We don't have hardly any of the Cantina. We're just starting to get them.
Vader used to talk quite a bit. He'd take his helmet off. I'd take my helmet off. We'd discuss our feelings. From both.
Cody, can you turn his mic off, please? This is another clone. They are killing it with clones right now, by the way. If you are a Black Series collector, especially if you love the clones, there are tons of clones coming out. A lot of them are exclusive to GameStop and Amazon, Walmart. I'm not too sure right off the top of my head if this one's an exclusive or not, but this is a clone trooper from Clone Wars, but it is one of the troops under Mace Windu's crew. The 187th is Mace Windu, so there's a bit of a purple, burgundy purple to them.
Many of you don't know this, but I always looked at all the clones as my sons. I had quite a bit of feelings for them.
I didn't, but I do now.
Okay.
I didn't realize it until I found my father.
Next up, we have Steve's butt plugs.
We got penis hands.
Penis hands.
He was a sad person.
Nayland Cheel, he's one of the modal nodes, one of the band members from A New Hope. This one is a deluxe. I believe it's an exclusive to Pulse as of right now. They are releasing the other band members individually with their musical instruments. They all look the same. I'm guessing there will probably be a little bit of paint apps so that people aren't, but there'll be 5 or 6 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Playing the old jizz, huh?
Playing the jizz.
I killed many of those things. I feel bad about it now.
I mean, if he wasn't pissing me off, he'd be funny as hell. But he's chapping my ass. He's just. I mean, my look at my leg is cramping up.
He just wanted to go home to his family, and I just blew his fucking
Get that
head
shit
right
off the screen.
Now today I wouldn't have done that.
Fucking shit.
I'd have taken my helmet off, sat down, and had a conversation.
Oh.
Jeremy sent Cody.
God damn it, Jeremy. One fucking week. That is pretty cool,
Did
though.
he send that to you?
Yeah, he did.
That's awesome.
He's watching. He hears us
glow
talking.
in the dark.
Really good job,
Jeremy DeWitt, I sent Cody some toy news.
Glow in the dark. Yeah, Foot Soldier, Super 7. That looks awesome.
It does look awesome. It does look awesome. What are you going to talk about next week, though, Jeremy?
No, hell no. We talked about it today. No, that's extreme. Although that Baxter glowed
I don't
pretty
know.
cool.
Super 7's got their glow in the dark plastic down
Pretty good. Yeah.
Yep. Oh, nice.
I used to love glow in the dark toys.
Is that like exclusive or something? Yeah, Super 7 exclusive. I don't know. We'll see how we find it. All right. Is that it for Kyle stuff? Oh, damn.
Yep.
Guess who got some stuff? Cody.
Cody got the good stuff. He
Holy
got the
shit.
juice.
So this is a sideshow bust of the Mandalorian.
Is that a 1-to-1?
Looks like it to
Yeah,
me.
it looks like it to me too.
That's what the shadow behind is supposed to show you.
What's that in the lower corner there, Cody? Does that say actual or life-size bust?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Life-size bust. Damn. I can't even imagine what that's gonna cost.
2,000.
I was gonna say at least 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. But
It is beautiful.
yep.
I'm hoping to see some of this stuff at Celebration.
Hot Toys Clone Trooper.
20th
Oh,
anniversary
we gotta talk
Attack of the
about that.
Clones.
Will you please document the your celebration trip?
Yeah, Jason and I have already talked about
Okay, and post them in like the support group or something,
Yep.
so people. Sweet, yeah.
it. Are we able to go live on that? Is that
Yes.
something you guys have
Yeah,
to
you can
change?
go
I think
live.
we're gonna do some
Yep.
live stuff
You
too.
can go live. Yep.
Yeah.
Jason and Kyle are gonna be going to celebration, and they are gonna share the experience with you guys. Thankfully.
Yeah, we are gonna be going. It's 25th, the 30th. We're gonna spend a week. We are going with Jason and Gabe, who do the Blast Point Star Wars podcast. If you guys are exclusive Star Wars fans, you got to listen to that podcast. It's amazing. We're going with them, and they're going to be doing a panel on Sunday. We're going to be watching that. We're hoping to get into the panel with Tamura Morrison and...
Tell him I said hi.
Courtney wants to know what did
What
Steve have for breakfast?
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Yeah. It's a hell of a drug.
Tell him I said hi.
Tell him I said hi.
Battle droids. So we got some more Hot Toys here. We got the clone figures, and then these
Is
battle
that Hot
droids.
Toys or Sideshow?
It's
Hot Toys. Hot Toys logo right in the bottom
Okay.
left.
Hot Toys. Steve, are you still Star Wars is still the one for you for Hot Toys?
Yeah, but not even Star Wars. I mean, I'm not buying anything Hot Toys anymore.
You're done.
I think so. I mean, I would like to have one more
This clone pilot is beautiful. Who's that?
C-3PO
Oh,
because I've got in my office at work I've got R2 standing there, and I just love the classic C-3PO standing next to R2, and so I don't know. That's why, like,
it is
this
a red
right
arm,
here-
but it's not really that. It doesn't look like that red arm.
yeah,
is
but
that,
I can't do it.
you
He
can't-
needs to be. I want him to be a shiny gold
Oh,
version of C-3PO,
You
not
want the clean one.
yeah.
That
dude.
that 1-to-1
they
Mando
might
bus,
have it.
by the
Yeah.
way, the life-size bus is
Yep.
$1,550.
Wow.
We were somewhere right in the middle
It'll be a
of this.
lot more
You
than
can
that.
do easy payments of $350 a month.
I do. I know. I understand what you're saying, Steve. But I love this dirty C3PO.
Oh, it's very well done and it's
Yeah.
cool. It just doesn't.
It's not what you're looking for. You're
No.
looking for that initial
We didn't even
C3PO.
get. I don't even think we got that C-3PO next to R2.
$200.
Well, let me see.
No, it's got to be closer to 250 unless that's actual. I don't think he's iron die cast. If he is, he'd be over 300.
It says, doesn't it say, what's it say in the bottom corner? Does it
Does
say
say
die
die
cast?
cast. That's going to be $350, my guess. Yeah.
330.
Now this R2,
330 for the C-3PO.
This R2 is absolutely amazing.
It's badass.
You got an R2 unit that has. It's like an R2. It looks like every single tool that R2
It's
has
when
ever
R2
used.
gets electrocuted and all this
Yeah,
stuff
usually
pops
stuff
out of
pops
him.
out. Yeah,
And he's like,
remote
I
control.
was fat guilty when that happened to R2.
You know, that when they say remote control like that, it sometimes would get me excited, but I've seen what Steve has had to do sometimes to activate the remote control.
Holy crap.
And I'm like,
Some of this stuff is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff is crazy.
That Vader I had, you had to basically disrobe him to get to the switch.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And it's buried like under a shoulder blade or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's stupid.
this thing is freaking beautiful, though. Oh, my gosh. I can't even imagine what this one's going to run to.
I'm trying to find it, but right now I'm having a hard time.
Yeah.
They probably
Oh, wait.
They probably have a 2-pack for like $700. Wow, I bet.
But, Cody. And this is it. This is the top of the line.
Yeah,
Cody said,
do that.
that could be good. Maybe a fun little conversation to have.
And we can review it.
Yeah. We could review it.
You won't get it for a year.
That's the problem.
Well, that means he's got to stick around.
Yeah.
That's a way to trap him.
It is. Can you bring up the second picture I sent you? Yeah, let's
That's
do
not
it.
the right R2D2.
It's a little bit of toy drama.
All right, give it to us, buddy.
Yeah. Oh shoot, we got that other thing we got.
Oh, I think I know what this is.
This is a good one.
This is great.
Legions of Aliverse.
Oh, God.
Victor Gonzalez posts the first of many to arrive, and it's a beautiful photo of the Swarm Trooper, which we have reviewed on this podcast, and we all absolutely loved it.
Swarm Trooper brandishing the flight pack.
Yep. And first comment on this picture is Adam Bradley Freeman.
Wow, that guy.
ABF.
Shield is upside down.
I remember reading this. What a
Is it?
what a minger.
How's he know?
Well, you know, from he knows because he
Designed 3% of it.
2%.
2%.
Ugh.
So, a good friend of ours laughs at that comment, puts a little laughing emoji. And you could imagine, as much as Adam Bradley Freeman and Jeremy DeWitt are alike, they both get upset by the laughing emoji. So Adam Bradley Freeman says, what was funny about that? H. Eric Mays.
Which is so dumb in itself. Because somebody could legitimately just be laughing at it because somebody could have been a knucklehead like ABF and they're laughing because the shield's upside down.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I would take it.
Yep.
But he's all defensive.
Like they saw his post and went, "That's right, it's upside down."
This guy's a tool.
Yeah.
I'm a tool too because I'm laughing at it.
Cornboy on his interview, and I want to say it was on the Lair, made a comment about how he can be a little bit of an a-hole.
Yeah.
Well, Cornboy responds. Just wondering what compels you to feel the need to call out insignificant crap like that. Your comment is shield is upside down instead of looks great or even scrolling past. It's not your toy. It's his. However, the owner of the toy chooses to display the figure or its accessories is correct unless they're asking for advice on the subject. If they want to glue it to the top of his head as some kind of ridiculous hat or have his figure use it as a translucent yellow snowboard, those would still both be correct because it's what he wanted to do with it. Just have fun with your figures and let other people have fun with theirs.
Yeah, maybe he likes the shield upside down.
Honestly, if you've ever played with that toy, it's how it fits in its hands best. I'm not sure that's not how it's meant to be, because of the where they place.
So long as the hands
where
aren't
they
breaking
place
when you
the
put those in
handle
there.
is the, I guess.
Is it more like a riot shield?
Yeah, I don't know if you I think you would hold it like
Hold it
this,
that?
but
Yeah.
it's hard to put in his hand. I've tried, so it's much more easier to.
To hold it the way it was shown.
Yeah, it is because I've wrestled with that.
And he should know that because he made it.
So as you can imagine with this this post,
Yeah.
of course, the follow-ups are ABF blocking Cornboy.
Oh man,
No.
Bet you that breaks his heart.
Yep.
We have
And then commenting like 7 comments after, continuous comments, talking trash pretty much to
after
CB.
he blocked.
After he
What
blocked.
a dick move, man.
So CB can't comment back. He can't see it. He can't, and it looks in Adam's world like
he wins.
He won the argument.
Enter Derek.
What a douche. What a douche. Can you imagine if Cornboy went on the Cabal and every time somebody posted a picture of a custom or how somebody was holding a weapon, that's not how you do it.
Yeah.
I mean, what the fuck? Dude, 2%.
That's
2%.
It's questionable.
Don't even
It's questionable. There's not even anything that says it other than him.
Oh.
That dude's not going to show up to Legion's Con, is he?
Oh, you don't show up
you
anywhere.
don't show up anywhere.
You don't show up anywhere. No.
Because he might be the first one of the serial killer takes care of.
Trevor. He said he could be an a-hole on Legion's Lounge. Exclusive. That was a great interview. You guys did a good job. It was a lot of fun. Yep. Man.
Yeah.
I keep telling Trevor we're going to get him on here. Another great example.
Another great example of
us
yeah.
just
Yeah.
We're going to get everybody on. We're getting them on.
You're the 10-year anniversary.
Oh. 10-year anniversary, and they only get 5 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, probably true. All right.
Are we narcissistic? Is that our problem?
You are. Trev's not narcissistic. He doesn't care enough to be narcissistic.
Would you like to know if you posted a picture of the shield of Zion? You didn't know?
I don't think you can say
I don't
what's
think
upside down.
I mean, all of the photos on Google, they're like this.
Cody's agreeing with ABF.
Cody's like, yeah.
That was silence. So we had like 5 seconds of silence after Cody pointed that out.
Cody's like, ABF's right.
Block him.
Oh, nice. Man.
All right.
Trevor says no interest because of that.
I think I might have one more thing. Toy drama.
Shit.
Well, I just got this one sent to me. Another ABF comment. I'm not kidding when I say if I see one more person or company try to profit off Mark and Rebecca Taylor's art without so much as credit or compensation, I'm going to lose it.
Go ahead, lose it, buddy.
Lose it. Yeah. And then what? You're going to...
Why? He just wants to attach himself to them so badly. He wants to attach themselves. Like, it's like he's trying to virtue signal, put himself in some protective spot for Mark Taylor. It's like, dude, go fuck off.
He is the white knight of that crusade,
dude,
though.
he's got some issues.
That's for sure. Supposedly he's in Michigan.
That's what it says.
Yep.
Let's go get him.
I mean, how can we, all these shows we go to and everything, I mean, how do we not know who this guy is?
Maybe he's a cosplay and we can't tell.
Maybe he's a keyboard warrior and that's it.
I think he is.
Yeah.
I think that's exactly what he is.
No. I don't know. It's weird. So weird. So, CB is definitely not an a-hole. I think he was actually just conveying what a lot of people do think. Not Cody.
No, Cody's definitely Team ABF.
Cody needs to go back on like now. It's been 2 weeks or whatever it was.
I think it is.
You're right.
Cody is the serial killer.
Well, somebody in there said he's the only one smart enough to be a serial killer.
It's true.
Yep.
I'm pretty smart.
Yeah, but
I think that might have been it for toy drama. I'm sure I'm probably missing something.
Oh, that was toy news.
Oh yeah,
You can throw it up
that's
there.
a little bit of toy news and toy drama actually.
Oh, that's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, is that something from Mumra? What is that?
Mumra. Watch it.
Explain this to us, Steve. What are we looking at here?
Well, I think we're looking at a Super 7 re-release of Mumra. They like to reuse their molds, their tools, and that looks like
Taking a page out of Disney's book.
quite
Hasbro's book.
possibly a Toy Colors version of Mumra with his toyetic original 80s sword. So I think that's a teaser of something that we're gonna get. We're gonna
Which
get
we literally just got Mumra in our
He
hands.
just came. He just
this
came.
week.
Yeah, I got him.
This week.
Hey, finally.
So, Christopher Kelly posted this in our support group, which if you're not a member of the support group and you're listening to this, I don't know what you're doing, because the support group, it's my favorite place on Facebook. It just is. Like, I love these people. It's wonderful. We're not going to let you in unless you...
Big Trav.
I don't know. It's second for me at least.
You got to choose. You got to choose your favorite host. Honestly, the only reason we do that, the wall part is fun. Yeah, you have to be, if you want to be in that group, you have to be prepared for what you're getting, right? Like,
Yep.
we need to
You mean
know
as prepared as you are for
the
do the
podcast.
show?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you just need to be prepared for the stupidity.
That's what I mean. You have to know that you are. There's going to be dumb stuff said. There's going to be dumb stuff posted. I don't want someone getting into that group because they're really worried that their wife just wants to kill them, and they're
you've had.
looking.
Yeah, I know.
Which has happened.
Yeah, so
I don't think that's very funny.
so.
My wife died. I'd love to have my wife back.
Neither does Amber Heard. Amber Heard is totally appalled at this.
Well, she's got plenty of cocaine.
Christopher Kelly comments, he goes, "Oh boy, I can already hear the screams from fanboys across the world. There will undoubtedly be toy drama related to this. For those not in the know, this is a teaser for another Ultimates Mumra the Ever Living, but in toy colors with a sword. Most collectors received their Mumra the Ever Living just within the past week after many waited 2 years, and lots of complaints so far of quality control issues with the figure."
Huh.
I didn't even open mine. I opened it up. I was like, oh, that's pretty. Closed it back up. Put it back in
I
the
don't
box.
have any quality control issues with mine, but I wonder what. I'm not even aware of any.
Okay, let me ask you this, because this is one that I did kind of feel like I noticed, but it didn't bother me because how does his sword fit in that hand? That big whirling
Upside
blade?
down.
Oh, I don't know. That hand that I had on him isn't meant to hold that sword.
Okay, then that's why.
his
Okay.
hand. It's not.
Because so you had another hand.
I
just
swapped
said,
hands.
Oh, okay, now that makes sense.
I did my classic fist in one hand pose.
Gotcha. All right.
You know.
Yes, that makes sense then. Yours to me wasn't floppy.
No, mine.
Yep, yours
got nothing
seemed
to
really
complain
good.
about.
Yep. But apparently people are having some issues, some loose joints kind of things and stuff like that. But, like I probably got 4 of them, and the goal was keep one and sell the rest.
How many are loose?
I mean, dude, like, I know that's the problem now. I'm like, oh shit, but I mean, what do you do? It's kind of the way it works.
It's just kind of. I don't know. It's kind of like me with my Jaga. I showed you guys my Jaga. How floppy
he was a little
is.
floppy, yeah.
Now I could have got online and bitched about it, and it would have made it seem like it's a widespread problem. Look at my Jaga. Look at my Jaga. I don't know if it was a widespread problem. I didn't hear anybody else bitching.
Yeah.
I bought a second Jaga because I wanted one that was tighter.
Did you open it yet, or
No.
isn't okay?
I'm going to, but
Yeah, I just wonder. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think it's for Super 7
but
just
when you're
immediately?
buying toys with Patreon money, no biggie.
Do you think it's gonna be? Do you think people are gonna be furious?
I don't know. People are always furious.
Yeah, it don't matter, right?
I'm always furious. Furious right
People are gonna say it's a money grab.
Yep.
Duh.
Yep. But
Don't buy it.
right, and I also
If you don't want it, I'm not even sure I want it. I'm like, I don't know if I need a Toy Colors Mumra.
I don't.
when people get upset when businesses
Toy colors
do,
or show color?
No, the one we got is more the cartoon.
yeah,
color.
yep,
The toy color is what we're
Yeah,
probably
which
getting.
and I don't need that.
And I get how some people are like, I want. Some people, I know there's some people that probably would rather have the toy color.
Right, because that's for them.
So I think it's cool.
Yeah, that they're doing it. Yeah, it's one of those things that I kind of struggle with. I'm like, why does it shock people when businesses are doing money grabs?
That paint on Tiger looks super bad. On which Tiger? Did you get Tiger, Will? Because I got Tigra and it looked good to me. And mine's good.
I saw people kind of comment a little bit about that too.
Well, the thing about it is even Will, are you going to call them and try and get another one? Because it might be 2 years before you get that replaced.
Do they take that long?
It took that too long to get them. How long do you think it's going to take to replace them?
Well, seeing that they're in stock at Big Bad Toy Store, I can't see that they're that hard to get.
Well, I mean,
I did hear a rumor that they supposedly there's certain parts of it that the Big Bad they're not replacing. They're like the problem is so widespread that they're not replacing.
mine looks great.
Now I don't know if that's a fact. Like I didn't, but
Right.
That's what people were talking about online.
Maybe.
Yours look great. Someone complained a little bit about the articulation with Tigra. They felt like his legs, they couldn't get.
Soak them in boiled water first and then see what happens. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where we're at now.
I mean, we're dealing with the old classics buck, the
Yep.
old He-Man. It's over 10 years old now.
Yep.
2008 that came out when basically the Horseman invented that buck.
Yep.
And we're still using something very similar
Yep.
now today. Now, obviously, things like Mythic Legions have improved upon that. Where we're getting more articulation, and other figures out there are just, we keep going into the future, and
Yep.
getting better.
Yep.
I think we stick to this buck because of its aesthetic, and it isn't the most posable buck. It never has been.
Right.
Yep. Is it way more? Did it seem way posable in 2008?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we were like,
Yes.
holy shit! How
Yes.
do you do
Compared to what else was out there? Yeah.
I didn't even upgrade my Lion-O. My Lion-O is 1.0.
The Mattel one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
that? Yeah, and I really had no reason to upgrade
Yep.
my Lion-O except for I wanted the Screaming Head,
Yeah.
which comes with the Super 7 version. So I have two Lion-Os, which is fine.
When you're paying for it with Patreon money.
I mean, yeah, who cares? I mean, these people are paying for the shit. Who gives a shit?
And they don't know because it's 2 years down the road. Nobody's going to remember.
So
Except for old man Kyle. Can't get his shit on time because it's in his pile of loot.
So now, was I able to put my Tigra in a kick-ass pose? Yeah. Especially with the way that whip, the molded one.
Oh, that whip is.
I found a way to get that kind of whipping around him and circling him. I saw it in the picture. I copied
sweet.
it. And I'm like, that looks badass. So does my Tiger look great on a shelf? Yeah, I don't see too many paint. The only thing that's really wrong with him, if you're going to make a toy figure,
His eyes going like that.
it had to be pointed out to me. I watched the Toy Bro interview, or review of Tigra, and the only thing that once he pointed it out, I thought, oh yeah, is on the right arm, Tigra has his sleeve rolled up, so he has a cuff, and that's missing. Not a big deal. Didn't even notice it unless somebody pointed it out.
That is the dumbest thing to notice anyway.
Not really. Not if you're trying to make a toy accurate toy and you don't got the cuff there. It's a mistake. It needs to be pointed out.
I'm sure ABF pointed it out.
Ick. Ick.
But that's I'm not minimizing anybody who's got problems with theirs.
Right, of course.
I didn't.
Yours are fine.
Mine were fine.
Yeah, mine look good too. Don't get me wrong. The second I get home, I'm gonna go crack them open just to make sure.
Yeah.
Because
I had a piece of thread. I did have a piece of thread, little bitty piece of red thread that hung off the cape, and I had to snip it off. I mean, I could get that critical.
Well, that's the problem too. Is everyone's idea of what? I mean, we all know where I'm at. Like, I'm the one that don't. I just walk.
you just
in.
make sure it's in the box and it's the right figure, and then that's all we're good.
Yeah, I don't walk into even a Walmart and look at every figure to find
Right.
the one that has.
Oh, I do.
Yeah, and I understand that. And I totally get why people do that. I don't do that. So a lot of times when people bring up certain things, I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice that, or I didn't. Because that's not the way my brain obviously works.
Another thing I want to say too is, and I guess I'm kind of defending Super 7 a little bit. So you can call me a apologist or whatever if you want, but okay. So Mumra, a lot of they can do a lot of parts reuse. Okay, so after a while you can fine tune like the He-Man figures. They use tons of the same parts over and over and over. So you can fine tune how everything works over time, and you can get that perfect. Now you're going to throw Mumra in there. Mumra's taller. He's a completely different sculpt.
He's ogre scale.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're dealing with a whole new system here, and to do that. So to get it right the first time out the door, I think they do pretty good.
Yeah.
Even if you want to compare it to Mythic Legions, we're not getting new parts all the time. We're getting parts, we will get new parts, but those will get reused a tons of different times.
Yeah.
And
But the difference being, though, is
they will get on it and they will fine-tune them.
the quality that
But they're not making
Horseman's
something
putting
new
out is-
already and abandoning that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not saying, hey, we released Alethea Wave. Boom. And the next wave, we're not using those parts again. We're doing something different. So therefore, it's kind of hard it's harder to fine-tune when you're pushing the envelope all the time. I mean, look at those Disney figures. Completely different. Every figure is different from each other that Super 7's doing.
Yeah, but are they going to do it? When you're talking about Conan, when you're talking about Thundercats, they're only going to make so many of these figures. It's not like there's 60 figures they can use the same buck with. They're only going to use it so many times. Are they going to invest on making the figures better when they're just going to release them one time?
That's my point.
Yeah.
And when do they have the opportunity?
Yeah.
Well,
Now, okay, a repainted Mumra.
they have
there's the opportunity to tighten something up.
They have
maybe.
the opportunity when it takes 2 years to get the figures you ordered.
Well, there's that. But you got to remember, we are dealing with supply chains and shipping.
Dude, it's taken way too long for Super 7 to ship stuff.
How do you know? It's probably all in your pile of loot.
No.
Everything you think probably wasn't there. You had your figures sitting in your pile of loot for months.
Months.
You did. I was like, I remember the guy.
Months.
Like, if I had those figures on my shelf, did you check your pile of loot? Oh, there they
in my
are.
pile of loot. But it still took too long to get from order date to pile of loot.
Yeah, I guess.
And I understand people that bothering people too.
If you want to be unyielding and say, hey, screw all the known issues. I can't get water main right now for work. They can't even get ductile iron water main. That means that all the developments around here that people are trying to make, new subdivisions and shit, they can't get their hands on water main right now.
It's pretty important.
Okay?
Not up here.
Now, do you look at your developer and go, you took too long to put this shit in? Well,
that's now, Steve. If these were the issues they were having 2.5 years ago, somebody would have a legitimate gripe. I'm talking about Super 7 from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
Their order to ship time,
their process
was longer than anybody. Longer than anybody.
Yeah, I think that's just the way of the world now.
I get it now. But before it was.
But have you checked your pile of loot?
My pile of loot has Chitara in it.
How do you feel about
and Valiver's stuff?
How do you feel about the fact that like even Hasbro now is like we're pretty much pre-ordering figures
for a year and a half out?
Yeah, saying that.
Well, it's my number 2 gripe behind all these price hikes.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I've never thought more about getting out of the secondary sales than I have in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Because unless it's some of the stuff I brought today that I can turn quickly,
yeah,
the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
No, it's really hard to buy a Marvel Legends figure for $26 or whatever it is, and it's so hard
for me, Marvel Legends is better than buying a Black Series figure that comes with a pistol.
Yeah. Yep. At least Legends, you're gonna build the figure piece.
You're getting multiple hands. You're getting multiple, heads.
Yeah, you're right. Marvel is so much better than Star Wars.
Yeah. I mean, as far as that goes, but so when then of course Boonstruck, did you order that stuff? I'm like, no, I didn't order stuff. It didn't come out until 2024.
You don't even know if you're gonna be alive.
I mean, I'm counting the days, baby.
Have you seen this, Steve? That they're doing this now. That like there's certain those GI Joe figures even. Like I've purchased a couple GI Joe figures off Amazon. I think not Hasbro Pulse because I'm dumb, but like there's. It's next year. It's getting delivered.
Well, just a few weeks ago, and Jeremy didn't talk about this because he was talking about Turtles, but they released a vintage collection. They're doing a Bespin. They're doing retooled Bespin guards. Now, I guess in the big picture, it's not like a main character or anything.
Right, but still, yep.
They're redoing it, and this has been well over a month that they have released that for pre-order. 2023, late, I believe, 2023.
What do you think about that?
Well, are you mad at the Hasbro, or are you mad at the world we live in right now?
I'm not really mad at either, but it is a difference. It's showing you that things are changing.
Oh yeah, things are changing. Yep. Yeah. And this is
it
something.
Seems like It seems like a lot. I mean, I guess it's changing, and it's not fun. It's not ideal.
Yep.
And I get that.
I don't know what to do
I'm
about.
not pre-ordering.
That's your
Kyle,
choice,
old man
obviously,
Kyle,
yeah.
I am not pre-ordering that stuff this far in advance. And that's going to have a legitimate impact. People that are pre-ordering are going to have a legitimate impact on what the numbers they see on production. And if I'm not pre-ordering it, you can bet your sweet ass there are thousands of other old man Kyles that aren't pre-ordering it. Because I can just wait. Or I can spend that money on Legions now.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And I can get those figures when it's a little bit closer. A little bit closer.
It is a weird. It's a weird way that it's going, but I think that is the future. I mean, this is what.
And I get it, and I get it, but
I mean,
but because that's the future, and the future of that is being altered, then my purchasing is being altered.
Yeah, understandable.
Now, I love Legions and I love the Four Horsemen, but I mean, we're a year and a half at Ilithia right now.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of that going on for sure. Now, but the difference is that's always been the Horseman's model, like, and it's kind of become, I think, a lot of other people's model as well. I'm not saying the Horsemen started that by any means, but it was part of the game. We understood that that's what it was.
I've just always been conditioned for this because when I got into toys, I was doing Hot Toys.
And Hot Toys has always been that.
Always
way,
been
right?
a year or more.
Yep.
By the time you pay for them up front, or you do a payment plan, you get them a year or more later.
Yeah.
You know, I just it's. So then you think, okay, I was already doing almost everything a year out.
Yeah.
And then even back in the Mattel days when I was doing the subscription through Matty Collector, you had to lock in your freaking subscription. You had to pay for it in June.
Yeah.
Now, you didn't have to pay up front because they did charge you monthly. So I guess there's a difference there. But you had to lock in your subscription in July at right around San Diego. And then they didn't even start shipping the first figure until the January after that. So by the time you're fulfilled, you're a year and a half out.
Steve, on the Hot Toys, are you still buying them regularly?
No.
Okay.
Not right now.
How long ago was the last one you bought? Was it in the COVID time?
I don't think so.
Okay. The reason why I ask is because with all these production lines and all this stuff, that R2D2 that Cody was showing us and had a hard on for, $243. Now, to me, the words I get are that's it? Only $243? So my question is, if Hasbro, who's putting out way more product, is going up in price by, I don't know, what are we at? Almost 20%, 30% now? Price hike?
I don't do percentages.
What'd it go up? What's it up to?
Does that to you sound like should this figure be $400?
Well, I've got an R2 that is older. I bought well before.
Is it the one with the Obi-Wan Kenobi table?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not the Obi-Wan Kenobi. The one where
What
he's
was
on
that?
the sail barge.
The
table.
sail barge. Okay, how much was that? 165? 150. Okay.
150.
So this is $90 more,
Yep, but it was not die-cast, mine.
and it has
Diecast a big.
way more stuff.
But mine has a lot of that stuff too.
So maybe it is. I'm just trying
And it has
trying
a
to see
table
if
with
it's
all the cups.
I'm just trying to see if it's across the board or if it's only certain companies.
Hot Toys has went up.
Yeah.
Your most extravagant regular figure Hot Toy when I started buying ones was about $230. I'm not seeing a lot, and there was even ones cheaper. Like I remember, like Black Widow, because she didn't come with a whole lot and stuff. She was like $190.
Okay. All right. So long as it's across.
So
I mean,
yes,
I get it.
I
but-
think that Hot Toys prices have gone up considerably, and they're throwing die-cast in there. Any die-cast Iron Man was $300.
Yeah.
Or more,
Yeah.
And that was years ago. I don't know what a die-cast Iron Man is now. If
I think I might buy this R2D2.
it's beautiful.
So
It's super cool. Apparently, we're
yeah,
buying one too.
Oh, it's sold out. 243, Cody. Sorry.
Sorry,
Sold
Cody.
out.
Sold out. Dang it. Just like that. Anytime we have Kyle on the show, there's a lot of great things that come from it. Old man jokes, his great personality, Star Wars talk. But one of the best parts of having Kyle on the show is easily looks like.
Oh, okay. All right. It's not what you said earlier, but we'll go with that. I have a long list because it has been a while since I've been on. I do want to, Jeremy, maybe I will send you Star Wars talk. I mean, Google is free, but I get it. You're looking up.
He's looking
McDonald's
at the stuff
toys
he
and-
likes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, I do have a rather long list, so hopefully everybody will snicker at this, and especially you guys at the table, because otherwise it's not going to sound very good. So first up, we have Matt Rodriguez. And Matt Rodriguez looks like the only person who has fun at an insurance seminar.
That's true. He does.
Which one of you fuckers laid that down? Was that you, Trav? God damn, you stink. That smells like cheese and feet.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Eric Bertram. Darth Bernie for you.
That's Andre.
Looks like he eats spaghetti with his hands.
He does.
He does. He does.
This one, I
He's
think,
from Indiana, so he
this
probably
one,
does.
yeah, this one is one of my favorites. It makes me giggle even before I say it. Producer Cody looks like an all-inclusive resort. Oh shit!
He does.
I wish I looked like fucking Cody. God damn. Oh, I wish my kids looked like Cody. Maverick Saliva. Sorry, Mav. He looks like the waiter at a 5-star restaurant who never breaks eye contact with your wife even while he's taking your order.
That's good.
Alexander Deshaw looks like the only thing he eats is Hungry Man TV dinners. I don't even know if Alex knows what a TV dinner is. Do you guys remember TV dinners where
Oh,
you had to
yeah.
put them with
Oh,
a foil
yeah.
and you had to peel the foil
Yeah.
off?
Oh yeah.
And there was always that applesauce
Yeah.
stuff that
Yeah.
was like lava.
Yeah.
Jesus
I used to
Christ, good
love-
times,
I used
good
to really
times.
think those were a big deal.
Derek Ayers looks like he smells like sweaty leather. He also looks like he smells like rawhide.
Well, there's that. Yeah. Right.
I'm definitely in on that one.
John Caulfield looks like he spends his Sunday afternoons antiquing.
Nice. That was a little hard for me because I don't really know what John Caulfield looks like.
He looks like he spends his Sunday afternoons
Just
antiquing.
imagine what someone who's
He gets out of church, he goes to brunch, and then he goes antiquing.
So I'm picturing Tim Sawyer.
No. Tim Sawyer looks like what was the one I used for Tim Sawyer a few years
I don't know,
ago?
but please don't read another one. Until I
Okay.
How are we supposed to do that?
All right, I'll wait. He's got to go. He just let the pressure valve off, and now he's got to go release the rest of it.
Oh my
'Cause
gosh,
he smells
he's gonna
bad.
go back in there and pee.
Yeah. No, he's not gonna pee, dude. He,
alright,
like I
let's-
said, he stunk that up.
Let's read some comments here if I can read them with my old man eyes.
Let's see. Will White and Jesse Arnold are going back and forth. Okay. 1-6 Shooter says Hot Toys have gone from $220 for an average to $270 for an average. Okay. Thanks for that. I was not sure if that was. It just doesn't seem like it's going up as much as the standard figures for Hasbro and Marvel. I mean, Hasbro in the last 6 months went from $19.99 to $22.99 to $24.95 for a standard figure. They went from $26.99 to $29.99 to $31.79 to $36.79 for a deluxe figure.
Yeah.
In the last 6 to 8 months. That's a pretty big jump. Now, again, I get it. We're having issues. But what pisses me off is I'm going to look at Hasbro's financials, and they're going to be up. They're going to have a record percentage
Well, yeah.
revenue.
Sure.
You know, take a cut.
Good for that.
Let's relax. I mean, I get it. I'm a business owner. I get it. But I also don't charge more than some certain things when it goes up.
Will White says at Maverick Salfican, Wealthy Nate knows what a TV dinner is. It's when a new OLED 100-inch TV gets delivered. Oh, that's great. Good
Will,
job,
Will
Billy.
White, I've got you. You're going to be on my list here pretty quick.
Good job, Billy Beige.
Maverick says everyone knows OMK is just my future self. So okay. There you go, Mav. You did it. Good job, everyone. Yeah, Maverick looks like OMK's.
Sonic
future
has
self.
He-Man toys, like the restaurant. Sonic has He-Man toys right now.
Better
Like,
go, Jeremy.
as-
Jeremy, for lunch, go to Sonic. So you got something to talk about next
is that
week?
True or is that a joke?
Who knows? Let's look it up. Google is free.
John Caulfield, isn't there hundreds of container ships waiting for weeks to dock in China, and because of their COVID lockdown, they can't?
I expect this to cause huge delays. It's either that, John, or they might actually be on the bottom of a ocean somewhere. You good, Trav?
I feel much better.
Yeah, I bet you do. All right, may I continue?
Yes, please.
Emil Vickman
Give me you.
looks like he and his family just escaped from a cult compound. I think that was Boonstra that said that. Remember that? Was in the car?
He did. He did.
Jim Sargent looks like the soccer dad who's in charge of Go-Gurts and orange slices.
Who was that?
Jim Sargent. Travis.
He does.
Does.
I like it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I got Steve here. We all know that Steve sits down to pee, but Jeremy looks like he stands up to shit. Pete McCarthy looks like his blood type is cheese.
This is a fact. You know what we need to do? Next time you do this, we need to have the person's picture prior.
That would take.
Dude, what we should do is we should go back and get them all and just pick out the
just
real
make
and just make like a
Oh,
just
that would
let
be
one
good.
run.
Yeah, that would
because
be
I've
good.
done this a lot.
Yeah.
Travis looks like he covers up his check engine light with a piece of electrical tape.
Solid, dude.
So, true story. I have an uncle. This is in my blood. I have an uncle. When he got old, he loved to watch like CNBC. Remember when they used to have that thing on the bottom that would scroll and view like
Yeah,
NASDAQ freaking
Yeah, yeah.
report and everything?
Yeah.
He didn't like it, so he took duct tape and he taped the bottom of his screen so he couldn't see it anymore. That's in my blood. Tell me I ain't a minger.
Finger tape.
Why do we have the record number of viewers without Jeremy and
Cody said, "Why do we have the record number of viewers without Jeremy and Pete?"
You're welcome.
I'll tell you, it's either probably the combination of Old Man Kyle and Corn Boy throwing out a plug for us.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think it's got more to do with me.
Oh, here we go. Here's some more. Sean Skvarna looks like he changes his mind on the purchase of ice cream sandwiches, so he sets them down in the soup. By the soup aisle. My wife does that. She's the fucking worst. My wife
I don't want these.
I don't want these, and she'll just set them random, like a steak. She put like a $20 steak. You know, I don't think one of this. She'll just set it next to clearance shoes.
She found some clearance shoes. She wanted more than this.
Yeah.
She's a terrorist.
Oh my God. And then she'll do this too, where she'll be pushing a cart, and then she'll just stop and she'll walk across the aisle, and the cart is like in the middle of the aisle, and she doesn't understand why I grab a hold of the cart and yank it to the side. Bitch, what are you doing? Wow. Oh my God. OMK. Travis and Nate Strong look like the men's alternate Olympic curling team captained by Scoot Talmadge. Cornboy. Cornboy looks like the guy at the strip club who walks your party back to the VIP table.
He really kind of does.
He does.
I'm sorry I'm laughing at my own jokes, but man, God damn it, sometimes I'm like driving or just, in bed at night or in the shower. And
Thinking
all of a
about
sudden this
Cornboy?
shit- Oh my
Thinking
God.
about whoever.
Think about Cornboy.
Thinking about Jim Sargent.
Scoot.
Oh,
He's
my
thinking
God.
about Scoot.
Oh, well, sometimes I'll get looks like, and then I have to kind of think about who it looks like, and then I put it in. Matthew Dooch looks like he beats the shit out of his husband.
He does, because he's got that kind of military cut. You know, it's like really short. And it's like he looks like he can go unhinged at any minute.
Oh,
Hit those glasses from the 60s.
Oh, God.
He also looks like he conspired to kill JFK.
Holy shit. Oh,
That's a good one.
oh, Joe Crazy Bill looks like he brings a real gun to laser tag.
He brags about it. He one-ups everybody.
That's a cool gun you got there. Look at mine.
Mine's better. Mine's better.
Hey, does your gun shoot real bullets? Mine does.
Oh, Curtis, you made the list, buddy.
Oh, let's go over here and see how high we can kick. He kicks a post and puts a spray paint mark. Beat that.
He comes in.
And he tells everybody his leg's broken. That's what I do. I did that with a broken leg. Stop that.
He comes in with his gun and sees what the size of the guns are, and then he runs back out and puts more shit on the gun so it's bigger than the... Oh, shit, these new guns have silencers on them. I better go out and put a stock on it. And a light.
Somebody matches him with a gun and he goes down to grain. Yeah, what kind of grain in the bullet?
Yeah, no shit.
What kind of powder? you using?
Lasers. Lasers. Curtis Ackerman looks like the lovable drunk next door neighbor in a mid-1980s Thursday night sitcom. You know, after Cosby, but before Cheers. Not as funny as Ben. Len LaGuardia looks like he snorts edibles.
Like he snorts edibles.
Like he snorts edibles.
Oh, shit.
Fuck. Jeremy Gerard looks like it hurts when he pees.
Oh, shit. Jeremy also had another Philip story that made me laugh pretty hard.
It was good. I always love his Philip stories.
I was a little upset that the people that have seen me naked did not come to defend me, but that's okay.
Producer Cody also looks like that his body wash somewhere on the label says "cool" on it.
That's cool.
Cool. Cool breeze. Ocean cool.
Cody, do you use body wash?
Spring? Irish Spring body wash?
This is my last one.
You use a loofah? You don't use a loofah?
On his girlfriend.
He said no, kind of like.
Yeah, like
He
kind
said
of.
no. No.
He didn't seem too sure.
He wasn't positive about that.
Last one.
Maybe he doesn't know what a loofah is.
Nate Barch and Will White look like they're planning to rob Kevin McAllister's house this Christmas.
Why did you pair them two together? It's an unlikely. The tallest.
They just look like the two guys from Home Alone. I thought what two guys that just awkward put together that looked like they would rob Kevin McAllister's house.
Jeez.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Kyle.
You're welcome.
Thank you, buddy. Oh, another good one. Oh, yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the play. No, when I say we, I mean someone else is gonna pull the pictures and match it up.
We're gonna have to go back and get some.
We know a guy. We know a guy that's got that capabilities.
What's his name?
Some of those first ones though are just our local friends, so they might be.
Lefebvre.
Oh shit! I gotta get him on the list too.
I got a fever.
Lefevre.
A fever.
50 viewers. That's not possible.
What? I thought we just had 20 a second ago.
50 views, baby. 50, as in the same age as Old Man Kyle.
Dang, everybody.
Well, wait. I'm Joe Pesci.
That's right. That's right. Well, you're right. You're Joe Pesci.
Well, wait. I could see Cornboy telling me a club's full, then let two hot chicks in.
If any of you
I'm right there with you, brother. I'm right there with you.
50 viewers haven't liked and subscribed to the channel, please do. We're
Please do.
desperate.
I always feel like that if they're already here, they've already done that. I always feel that way.
I don't do it.
No.
No.
You don't subscribe?
No. I'm asking people to do something I won't do.
Curtis Ackerman has a Lefevre.
If I like something, somebody's like, yeah, if you're enjoying this, just go ahead and give me a like. I'm like, fuck you. And I'm fucking skipping your commercial, too. I ain't got time for your shit. So if everybody would just please do it for me. Right now. I'd appreciate it, though. Also, go leave us a review on iTunes. We haven't had to ask for anybody to do that in a while. It is a thing. If you listen to us on iTunes, leave us a review. They're fun. If they're entertaining, which they usually always are, we will read them. Might be a good idea to let us know you left one too, because we don't check it too often. But when we do, they're gold.
Don't go to the movies. Don't read the stuff before. And don't check your reviews.
We do. He's checking them right now.
I'm gonna read one right now.
Really?
Good. I just posted that. Good
This
job.
podcast is great.
Fuck yeah.
Top-notch banter, great characters and spotlights. I love the toy news, but appreciate the humor and lives of these crazy dudes. I have to recommend episode 208 at half speed. The guys sound like they've been pounding back a few.
Any episode at half speed will do that for you.
208. And that was from Eric Muniz 1 year ago.
Is that our most recent?
That is our most recent.
Wow.
What the fuck?
Holy
See,
crap.
we got the worst fans. They suck.
21 views. Good job, Steve. 21 views.
They like the abuse.
Read a 1-star one.
Cody wants me to read a 1-star one, so I'll hit you with our the last one that we talked about.
Wow.
Juvenile homophobia.
We've read this before, right?
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Joel H. I wanted to like this podcast, but I ended up hating it. Started with the Corn Boy episode. Thank you, Corn Boy. I liked the info, but was irritated by the childish, homophobic jokes peppered throughout. But hey, that was an older episode, so I thought I'd give them another chance by listening to the latest one.
No.
Took about 5 minutes before the same juvenile homophobic innuendo started. I would think these guys are junior high schoolers that never had sex.
Except for you.
Had sex in junior high.
I didn't have sex when I was in junior high,
Yeah,
so
I
Me neither.
definitely did. Hard to imagine any of them are married with children.
agreed.
Skip this podcast.
Skip this shit.
Oh.
That one always boggled me. I don't know where they get the homophobia from. I don't think we seem homophobic.
I'm gonna try and find another 1-star because
There can't be too many. Right?
no.
Well, you could always revisit.
Curtis says Ackerman.
Cody says it's half. It's a half and half, Cody.
Curtis says iTunes won't let me put a review in. Do you have like the thing turned off?
No.
Oh, that's weird. Maybe they only let you get so many.
If you've already done it, they won't let you do it again. You got to grab your wife's phone.
We do have a couple 1-stars, but we're still at a 4.7
Curtis says
out
it won't
of
let
5.
you. It's not our fault.
Weird. Interesting.
Grab your wife's phone. That's what I did.
Did you?
Yeah. And my brother's phone. And my daughter's phone.
That's why we got a 4.7 review.
Like 5 of those
Parker's
reviews. 5 of those reviews are all me.
But you won't subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Fuck that YouTube channel. Oh, I think I subscribe to our YouTube channel. I don't subscribe to anybody else's.
You don't subscribe to Justin's?
Fuck no.
Speaking of Justin, make sure you tune into some of his live videos. Justin's going through some stuff, so make sure you check it out. Justice Curry on YouTube. Go find that boy.
Signed Travis's mom.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Is that a show?
I got toys. I brought toys.
I have to go.
Can I just pull them out real quick?
Do it.
All right.
Pull it out real quick, Kyle. It's usually what Kyle does.
Pulls it out real quick.
What you got there?
And then we find out
All the new Black Series wave.
he can't get it up.
I've seen pictures. Something's wrong with yours because I've seen pictures with his arm bent.
No way.
Yes.
No. That arm does not bend, dude.
Maybe yours is fused.
Heavy Mando.
No.
Is it not Heavy Mando, Trooper? It's the Death Watch Mando.
Dude, that arm don't bend. Bad Batch Echo.
This totally looks like Ahsoka, like Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, that's
Beautiful,
from
though.
Mando.
Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
And then I brought these for Steve to look at specifically. They're the only two I found in the stores.
The robotic arm that he has on the what
It's
the
right there, right there.
fudge,
See? King Valkyrie.
dude! You felt that there was no way that bent, right?
It didn't look like it did to me, but
God, that looks so much better bent. Damn it!
Straight.
Mine's like super straight and like I felt like I was like, wow, that's a big.
So you
miss.
have this already?
I have this. I ordered. I got like 4 of him or something off
Okay.
Amazon or something.
Okay.
See? You
Yeah.
start calling-
I didn't find him in a store.
we
but-
start calling
Alright.
Tila Man at Arms, and now we got a king.
I also brought King Valkyrie and Lady
What's up with
Thor
that?
from the new Thor movie too.
Why would they call her king?
Cause
No, because these labels don't mean anything.
They don't mean anything.
oh, they mean everything.
And Omega. I got Omega.
Omega.
Dang it! Someone's saying, oh man, Lou
What?
Forsey, who now we know who he is. He's not.
Figure in the camera, damn it.
They come with build-figure parts for the new Korg.
Pretty cool.
She's hot.
They're both pretty.
They're pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
They did a good job with them.
put that Mando
I
up
saw
there.
these. I love that Mando.
That Mando's. This is.
Who is this supposed to be though?
It's just a Death Watch Mando from Mandalorian.
Gotcha.
One of them
Okay.
that flies up and.
Yep.
Man, so that's all I brought. Star Wars and Marvel. I don't have any turtles today.
I actually this whole wave, except for Star-Lord and Groot, I was at a Walmart the other day, which that was weird to me. I was like, why would they be the two that people would take? Was wet there, and I did not buy a single one of them.
I bought them because I didn't have them yet,
Yeah.
and I think, in my opinion, the two chicks and the Ravager Thor are probably going to be the
The hot ones.
hot ones.
I don't have any. There was not a single one of these figures that I'm like, I have to have that.
I like the two. There's not a whole lot of Valkyrie figures out. There's only
No,
3 of them out.
The two women.
This is
Yeah.
the third one.
But I'm not collecting MCU figures.
Yeah, see,
So
that's what I do. So
Yep. Unless it's like this figure.
like
is
it's
so
an
cool.
MCU Spider-Man. That's awesome.
Yes, or like a good example, Falcon or not Falcon. Sorry, Vulture. Like that MCU Vulture is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like that's a figure that's a toy that's going to be on my shelf.
Yeah.
Yep. But like this, I mean, she looks good and everything, but that does absolutely nothing.
So the
for me.
Thor figures I found when I was working one day, and these other ones I found today on my way up. I raided your store and I found them. So they're gone.
From our Target.
Bastard. Lucky I don't.
Yeah, as I say,
I don't
there's
buy any of this
there's
shit
nothing
anyways.
on
Yeah,
here that
it
you.
used to mean more.
It used to.
Now
mean
I don't
more.
mean dick. This
Yeah.
is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. This just in, Junkman. I don't know why I can't hear it. Huh. Okay, well. Anyways, but the Sonic He-Man toys, I was playing the commercial, but it's not making any noise. The Sonic He-Man toys are a thing,
You need Ahsoka?
just so you know. Confirmed.
I was going to give you the
There's
echo.
a
but-
YouTube advertisement for them. So
So run out to Sonic and your Mother's
you want your
Day.
He-Man toys. You want some Junkman stuff? Go get it.
Oh, that's what I was gonna add that one picture, but we're good.
We're good.
I'll share it at some other point. It was just
Oh.
Chris's junk man garbage pail.
Stupid.
It was friggin' awesome. All right, it's been fun. Thanks for joining us, everybody. YouTube was a treat. We love these people.
We dropped from down to 19. Like 30 people
Dude,
left.
you said something and it went from 50 to 21.
Yeah, I got to just tell you that
Nah.
you know, between Christopher, Maverick, Will, Curtis, Eric, of course, Trevor was here for the whole show.
Yeah, he
we
was.
just went down to 18.
Trevor is a much better
Good
friend
riddance.
than we are. We can't even stay up to watch Trevor's show, and he sits here with us.
I
on
gotta
Sunday
get Trevor
morning.
on the looks like. And
Yeah.
Christopher Lefevre.
Oh yeah! Thanks for joining us, everybody.
All right, everybody. Thanks. We'll be back. Couple of weeks. It's going to be fantastic. I mean, Pete will be back, so how fantastic is it really going to be?
Highlight video dropping this Wednesday. What is it? Which one is it, Cody? regardless, it'll be there Wednesday.
Yeah. Keeping it. Thanks to Chris for those.
Yeah.
Chris La Fevre.
Lefebvre.
And he's killing it with that stuff. Thanks to everybody who helps out. There are people that help us behind the scenes, do some fun stuff for us. Yeah. I had one more thing I wanted to say.
PowerCon,
PowerCon.
right around the corner.
Gonna be there.
Hotels reserved, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Between PowerCon and LegionsCon, I don't think there's a show I'm more excited for. I am super pumped for those two shows.
Also, you might want to go to Kickstarter, check out Action Figure Adventure 2. Looking at getting Rob on here soon. The Kickstarter's going. It's already funded. Help it be more successful. What's up, Trev? You slapped your leg like you had something to say.
Lou says his figure bends. What the fuck?
All right, guys. We're out.